Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Tabletop. I am your Dungeon Master Alex, and we are here with a continuation of our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. For those who haven't joined us in previous episodes, this is session 14, so I recommend you go back and watch the previous episodes before continuing on the adventure with us. I'm going to give a brief synopsis of our last adventure, and then we're going to jump right into the gameplay. In our last adventure, our heroes descended into a mysterious undercroft beneath the city of Perindwell. Once more, they seem to have found more questions than answers as they came face to face with a dark entity known as Sereth, the Keeper of Names. In a strange turn, Sereth revealed that the pendant necklace that they had found on the corpse of Izke was traded to him by none other than Willow Wren and Ethan's mother, Kate Barclay. After a hard-fought battle, the Temple of Shadows collapsed around them, with our heroes fleeing back to the surface in possession of a trove of new comet shards and the crushing weight of revelations. So, we find ourselves in the basement of the gambling den, with dawn rising above, and what do we want to do?
Well, it sounds like we need to pay your family a visit.
Oh my god, we absolutely should, because this is so weird. My mom's like super awesome, and I don't know why this would be happening.
I don't know how that's going to go, because when I tried to contact her, she didn't believe it was me. How are we gonna let her know it's us?
I would think we'd have to like go in person.
Well, yeah, but what if she thinks we're an illusion or something?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just have to prove to her that we're not.
I'm just saying it has potential to go bad. So everybody, if we're doing this, I want everybody to just be aware that I don't know what's going to happen. Last time my mom pushed me out of her head, and my dad had like a wall up when I tried to talk to him, and I don't know what's going to happen. It's not exactly going to be warm welcomes, I guess. Though if it was, we'd have like the best meal. We could all go swimming. Oh my god, in the falls. I think it'd be so fun.
Yeah. It's better than the hot tubs that we went to, so.
I think anything would be better than those hot
and
tubs.
fish stew. That's definitely better than the fish stew.
Oh yeah, we have the best meals ever. Like fresh venison all the time, and beef, and chickens, and pigs.
Do you have like good cheese though? Do you have cheese and like dried meat?
So like,
crackers?
to be honest, Tidbits cheeses are a little bit better, but ours aren't bad.
All right.
And there's always wine to have with it.
Well, I'm not much of a drinker, but...
And ale for the gentleman.
I think we should be prepared to have not such a warm welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it could have been awesome if we didn't disappear for allegedly 6 years.
Yeah, lots happened in those 6 years. I think all of our families might react strangely when if we just appeared again. So what are y'all gonna do?
Well,
I mean, we should probably get some rest because
yeah.
I feel like garbage.
We should also probably get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay in here.
Has everyone forgotten the shards? Hello?
That's
Well,
also true, yeah.
Yeah.
So we should go back to see Graddock and
Yeah.
drop off the shards.
And kind of hide them again.
Yeah.
And let
Secure.
Tidbit know what's going on.
Oh yeah, we can definitely send Tidbit a message. My goodness. There's so many shards.
Well, let's get ourselves out of town first, I think.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
Let's
I-
head back to Graddock and
We
get the
need to-
shards dropped off, and maybe we can
Was there,
take
like,
a rest while we're there
I
too.
can't remember if you described it from the collapse inside. Was there, like, a lot of commotion outside? Like,
Outside of the building you're in?
yeah.
No.
Like, okay.
You could just hear the regular activity of
It's
the
not
city.
like part
parallel.
of the city started
No,
to fall.
no. The city's not
Oh my
collapsing.
god,
on itself
imagine
or
we
anything
come
like
out and there's like 7
that. Rubble. Yeah.
Yeah, just like...
guards just like, what
No.
the?
But still, I think we've got some heat on us.
So back to the keep.
Yeah.
Do we tell Tidbit now or just send him a message later?
I think we can get away with just sending a message. We didn't leave on the best of terms, so...
I think it's fine to send them a message. I mean, that way we're not out and about walking around, especially after everything that's transpired.
I think I need a rest before I can send a message anyway.
All right.
Well, let's head back to the
Yeah,
keep and
let's get on the road.
get the
and-
shards hidden, and we can all take a nap and
I
maybe
can't
get a little...
remember. It wouldn't be
somebody
more
eat.
than a day to get back to...
I don't think so.
To get back to Storm Arrow?
Yeah.
No, it'd be like a day and a half, maybe.
Oh, we could make it
Yeah,
to
it's a little bit
town.
of a journey.
Yeah, we could go back to what was the other town?
Sovalar.
So
Silvar.
Yeah.
Rest there.
And they kind of like us. 'Cause we
I
pretty
think
much
they do
saved
like us.
that town.
Yeah, we haven't burnt that bridge yet.
How does everything
in fact, we did the exact opposite when I brought all of the water out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
All right,
they might be happy to see us at least.
let's
Head to Solar.
maybe try and find like not the main gate to go through, something a little less. Were there multiple gates from
So-
Parendwell?
As you leave behind the gambling den where you found Izke, you step out into the streets of the city, and a cool rain is misting over the dull gray cobble of Parendwell. The stone chimneys bellow smoke into the early dawn. As your eyes begin to adjust to the morning light, you see two cloaked figures step out to you from near the gatehouse, pausing beneath the stone arch. And a familiar voice speaks to you, feeling rough in the damp, dull setting. It is none other than your companion, Graddock.
Granny.
We were just coming to see you.
Well, I felt like I needed to seek you out. It was little time to waste. It's been troubling as of late, so I figured I'd run into you myself, hopefully sooner than later.
I was so nervous when I saw these cloaked figures. I thought something terrible was about to happen.
I know my garb's quite different. I'm still adjusting to the cloak sometimes myself.
Well,
You have the best timing.
yeah, seriously. I mean, how you doing? How the hell been?
Well, been better, but troubling times I've come to appreciate as being the new normal as things have gone. But my garb, yes. And my timing, I still have a flair for the dramatics. Seems like
Classic Graddock.
You did that backwards.
it's fine.
We've had some troubling times as well, so it's helpful to see a friendly face.
The other figure, smaller in stature, pulls his cloak back to
Is that my
reveal
boy
it is
Tidbit?
none other than Tidbit.
Hi, Tidbit. Good to see you, my friend.
Were your ears ringing? Because we were just talking about your cheese.
He says, no, Graddock actually came and sought me out here in the city. He was worried about you, and we began looking for you together. I want to apologize to you all for how things went sideways. I know what happened wasn't clean, but I've lost too many friends trying to do things clean.
You don't have to apologize, Tidbit. It was a lot that we all did, and it was very emotional. And I mean, you know, I'm not comfortable with killing and all this fighting. And it wasn't how I was raised, but it's kind of just what we've had to do to protect ourselves. But no, there's no need to apologize, Tidbit.
Well, nonetheless, I brought some gifts, and he has half a dozen cheeses wrapped in wax paper and a bottle of spiced rum for you.
Awesome.
This is such a great day. I mean, I'm happy to see Graddock, but I'm really excited to see the cheese.
Should we tell him about like what we found?
I think we should go somewhere that's not the street.
Yeah, let's.
Should we find a place? Should we head back to
Let's-
Salvalar and see about finding
Yeah.
a place to stay the night, and we can fill you in on everything that
I
just
need some
happened?
cheese.
Yeah.
Or do you want us to stay here in Parendwell?
No, we can head to Sovalar. He's
Tidbit, we'd love to have you with us, but we understand if you need to stay here. And
no. I think we should actually get out of the city. Well, you've been gone. The city has been buzzing with rumors. Mercenaries asking around about celestial rocks. I don't think it's safe for us to stay here any
I
longer.
think that's
That-
a
Shake
good
my
idea.
pouch.
That's part of why we wanted to.
And he doesn't say anything. He notices that you do that, and he just kind of says like, "Right." He
Tidbit,
understands the message.
may I ask, like, I'm kind of afraid to, because the last time we asked this, it was a long, long time, but how long have we been gone? It hasn't been like another 6 years or anything wild like that, right? I just want to make sure.
No, it's been a few days since I saw you. 2 days.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I just
That's a
wanna
good
make sure. I
question.
got a little nervous because last time I was
Anytime,
gone, we were
yeah.
like 6 years.
We just like to check in with you.
Right.
Yeah, just make sure the timeline.
What year is it?
Tidbit,
Everyone,
what's
we-
today's date?
Anytime we see someone for a
October.
second
By the
time,
time Graddock
how
shows
long
up
has
now,
it been
it's time
since
to
I've
jump.
seen you?
All right,
Okay,
so
just making sure.
let's let's get all our stuff together in order and let's head out of here so we're not as out in the open.
Is Ethan carrying the other shards? Like
He was
I would-
carrying the raw shards that you had, not the ones that you just
Just
scooped up. I think
scooped up, okay.
Ash scooped up most of those with like a blanket.
I
or
think we
something.
all grabbed some.
I
And, like
him-
tried to like wrap
Yeah,
them so you
I
weren't
didn't
touching
touch
them
it.
directly.
Agile.
Give you like
Graddock, like what should we do with the new shards? Because we have a bunch now.
I see that, and I'm sure you've had great difficulty getting them. There's
And not touching them.
Well, ultimately, we can bring them back to Storm Arrow Keep, but they definitely shouldn't stay here in the city.
Yeah.
Should we stop in Parandwell or should we just go back to the keep then?
I mean,
So-
Silverwater.
So,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay.
it's okay. It gets confusing. I'm not good with
Mike,
like places either.
do you
Who
think we
names
could-
these places? Right?
Not good with names of things.
Is there like a shop in Solvar where we can just get a backpack to shove all the shards in? Like, kind of just have them wrapped in blankets right now.
I mean-
do you think that might raise a couple eyebrows if we just happen to need a really large carrying case?
None of you have a backpack?
I think we all have
I-
backpacks.
I-
I think they're in your standard.
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get one we could strap on Ethan. I
Yeah,
guess I
on
can give him
Ethan's
mine.
back.
We have
Yeah.
a Old Navy.
Like an army maybe.
Think I can get a tote bag?
Jan sport.
Yeah, backpack. How embroidered with your initials?
I was thinking like a tote bag that said like definitely not weed. You know?
these are not celestial.
It's not the kind
all.
of crystal you're thinking. Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna
Let's,
start like emptying out my bag
Yeah.
into your bag
Okay.
and be
I think
like,
we should just get out of town first.
Consolidate.
Yeah. I
well,
think
I'm like, I don't want Ash carrying around this giant bag either, though. So I'm like, I'm pouring my bag into her bag, and I'm gonna go over to Ash and hand
Consolidating in the
you.
middle of the street.
Throw it up in
Yeah.
your bag like
Well,
Santa
okay.
Oh,
Claus.
I'm also like the best one to carry it because I'm the biggest. So I just my
Okay.
satchel and just kind of go. with
let's
it.
just get out of
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot that we can catch each other up on, so it's best to just keep moving.
I agree.
Moving on.
So you make your journey west towards Sovalar, out of the city. The path there is fairly standard. Just I had described it previously, but it's just a pretty simple dirt road that leads between the town and the city, or the city to the town, whatever way you want to phrase that. Do you want to stop along the way, or you just want to beeline it straight there?
I think we should just get there as
How long
quickly
is
as
the journey?
possible.
Day and a half.
It'll take you like it'll only take you
To
like a day to get to
Sovalar?
Sovalar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sovalar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can probably like stop here and there, but
But more or less, just
kind of travel straight through to Silverwater.
okay. Well, it was dawn when you left Parandwell, so by late evening you could be
Yeah, that
making
sounds good.
approach to Sovalar. As you make approach to the village, you can see that the village is still not looking great. They've clearly begun repairs, but it's in rough shape still from the fires.
Is the gray smoke look like it's still open?
The tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was the only main functioning tavern of the village, so I'm sure that was a priority for them to get that back running.
I was thinking we could.
It's still raining
We
out.
could go there.
That's it.
It's still raining out. No, the rain's probably subsided. Just an
matter of-
early morning rain, yeah.
There might not be room for us. We might have to sleep outside, but at least we can go in and
We can at least check
Check
on
and
Hazel,
they might
see
have-
how they're doing. And
they might have food.
Yeah. That sounds good. We want to go to the inn.
Okay. So you go into the inn, and it is fairly quiet, but there's a few people poking around, just having at their meals and drinking. And what would you like to do?
Do you want to get like a table in like a back corner somewhere, and we can, kind of chat amongst ourselves about the whole situation and make a plan?
Yeah.
Ask for a room if possible.
yeah,
later.
I think we should definitely go up and see if they have at least one room for us. We can canoodle if we need to.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Graddock, you want to ask?
Sure. I'd pull up my loot. Listen, just wanna
Opens up his cloak.
strum a few melancholy but
Really,
peaceful
really, I'm
chords.
not prepared.
It's been a while since I've been out of the act, been back into a tavern. Kind of comes back to life a little bit. So just strumming and go to the. Who are we speaking with? Anyone in particular at?
Tavern, just the
Just our
innkeeper. Yeah.
innkeep, so.
Yeah.
Hello, we're just coming from the road. We're just really looking for a place to stay and get a few mugs of ale, and if you have any rooms available, it'd be a great.
I would be happy to oblige. What quality of room are you looking for?
What's available?
I have our standard rooms, which run around 6 copper a piece, and I have one available, nicer one, our royalty suite.
I'd like to inquire about the royalties.
I saw that coming. The royalty suite is, we'll just say, like 8 silver.
You know,
And I mean,
it's
by
been a
Solar standards, you already know it's not going to be royalty. It's just nicer than the others.
it's been a long.
It's got
since
queen
I've
bed
been-
sheets.
Sheets don't have stains on them.
There are.
It's got a
bitches.
divider in the
There are
room.
sheets.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had anything around those royalties, so I'm taking. I would like to pay for this myself,
Okay.
and for once, I don't want to share the room with anyone.
I think you deserve that.
You're going to get
Derek.
that for yourself, and then do you want to book the other?
Yeah.
How many rooms do you want to?
Let's, how many we got? Let's do 3 rooms.
Okay. Make note on your inventory. I said.
Don't eyeball this.
No magic gold here. You don't just get the royalty suite for free. All right.
Well, maybe he has like points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My-
Best Western. Can I use my Best Western points?
He stays one night for free.
Right.
Or maybe
He's like, just so you
maybe-
know, the breakfast buffet starts at.
I run 3
Continental
because of
breakfast
Continental
starts at
breakfast
8.
starts at 8 o'clock.
Are there margaritas at the midnight buffet?
It could be.
Is there a pool
So?
for Ethan?
Pool.
Kiddie pool.
Yeah. All right. Enough Best Western jokes.
We'll leave the light on for you.
All right. So you
So-
put the room. Yeah. What do
Yeah,
you want?
and has any news? We're just traveling from the road, so has anything been going on of late in the area? Any word?
Sovalar was attacked pretty recently, and the village is just making repairs as best as we can. We're just making repairs as best as we can. And
You don't say. Well, that seems
Yeah, I love
very,
how
very traumatic.
We sent him up.
I know he doesn't
His-
know.
He has no idea.
He didn't know we saved it, but it's cool.
That's really concerning, but I suppose those are the times we live in these days. But thank you very much for anything. And
my pleasure. Let me know if you need anything else.
Shall we go upstairs to rooms, y'all?
Do you
Were
want
we
you
not
want to
gonna
do that?
eat table?
He's about to bring us some ales.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I
Ale
mean,
and ales.
let's have ales.
Don't leave me
okay.
downstairs.
Nobody
to
asked
Bring him
us
up to our room.
Nobody asked
Do you
him
have
for
room
ales,
service?
That's the thing.
Yeah, so table.
Ale,
let's get
ale
table.
for me and my friends.
You got it.
Even the kid.
Even the kid. Even the kid. Hey man, I mean,
2 for him.
Middle Ages. I don't think they care. So that would
Probably
put you
needs one. You've
back.
seen a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Put you
Wait.
back
And like a sippy cup.
plate of
3
food.
No. Yeah, like 3 silver maybe for the 8 of you. Is that correct? Yeah, 8 of you for mugs.
Tidbit,
You can get
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
kid a small
A
one.
kitty size.
And
Yes.
Do you,
Sippy
do
cup.
you have
Also-
chicken nuggets?
Dino nuggets.
Actually, we can divide one beer into 3.
Chicken
For
tenders.
Can
Can we
you
see the
just
kids'
Philomena,
bring-
menu?
Tidbit, and
You just
Ethan.
bring like sippy cups out for Ethan and
Yeah.
Philomena
Yeah.
You guys can share one. This part.
with twisty straws. We're not getting anywhere today.
We're gonna get out of this tavern and get back outside.
Yeah, and I guess we'll
Gonna sit at a table.
grab a seat
Okay.
and plan.
So the plan is to go visit our family,
Where is your family from?
Moonstone Falls.
That's about 2 weeks in the other direction.
Yeah, well, there's this weird guy, the keeper of names. Was that it? What he
Michael Sarah?
he was no, Iske was wearing our family heirloom, and then we went to the basement and we found the keeper of names, who said that our mom went there asking for a name, and I kept saying what the hell was the name, and he wouldn't tell me, and it just really feels like our family is really deep in it now, and
I don't know who the keeper names is, but that doesn't sound good.
No.
You should probably go check on your family.
Even if it's a 2-week journey.
Have you heard from your mother lately?
So, funny thing, she kind of doesn't allow us to communicate with her. And every time Willow tries, it's not good. I think last time she passed out.
Yeah.
You tried.
Well, no, it
Talk
was
to
with
your father,
Dad.
too.
Dad,
Yeah.
I passed out.
Define not good.
Well, it was like when I tried to talk to Mom, I saw this vision where it looked like there was these people like worshiping her in our home, and then when I got to her, it took a while, and I got through, and she had like a little bit of recognition, and then all of a sudden it was, I've searched for you, this is not real, and she just pushed me out, and I came out with like a bloody nose.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, does the name Sareth mean anything to you? Because I just remember that was the keeper name's name.
I don't know.
So yeah, it was intense. They had a ton of the shards, which is where we got all of them from.
No other contact besides that?
It's basically all we had. There was the other beings down there, but we didn't get like names or anything for
And
any
then
of
the door,
those.
when that door was just like writing words.
Oh yeah,
remember?
and then you had to
It
make
said
like a
you
blood.
and- yeah.
They put our names on this wall door, and then you had to like cut your hand and touch it to it, and that's how we got the door to open. It was an intense night, which is why I need an ale and a nap. That's
And there's a gang like the Shade Fangs, and they are like in cahoots down there.
Yeah,
So
and it was their
They're trouble in
insignia.
Perrinswell, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Their insignia was like on the walls and the stairwell.
yeah,
oh, and we did see like these murals that appeared to like tell a story. I don't remember all of it.
They were worshiping. It looked like they were worshiping Old
Oh.
Comet
Yeah.
and
I see.
sacrifice.
I have it in my notes.
Creepy.
Ritualistic
Giant.
executions and a coronation.
You probably drew a photo of it, a picture of it in your.
I'm pretty sure I have a thing where I tried to rub some of it.
Yeah, I remember you trying to do that.
I think what it boils down to is our cases run cold, and the only lead we have is your mother.
All of this seems very connected, too convenient to be all coincidence. That's
Yeah.
the reason I sought out you in the city to kind of get a few answers. I've been very disturbed as of late. Been getting visions and dreams, and one of them, for some reason, I have a feeling is your mother. That get voices and nightmares.
She'll talk to you, but not me. Even if it was a nightmare, it'd be nice to be like, hey, I know it's you. Ugh,
I can understand why she doesn't want to talk to you.
rude.
What kind of nightmares and visions have you been having, Graddock?
I feel like sometimes it feels like it's a replay of history, sacrifices, everything that happened. And then sometimes I feel like it has something to do with the comets, the pieces that you're gathering. It all seems far too convenient to be connected and coming to me each and every night. But there's something more to these pieces that we're carrying, and it seems like they almost have a will of their own. And we definitely need to figure out what that will is.
Which is why I don't think we should really actively be carrying them on us.
Yeah.
I do have the intention of going back to Storm Arrow Keep, and I'd very much like to continue the work that Graddock's already done on rebuilding the keep. Now that some Free Wardens have survived, if there's still Free Wardens breathing, then my work is not done. You've inspired me.
That's very sweet of you, Tippet. I mean, when we head back there, we'll do whatever we can to help you as long as we can.
I think it's important you go find your family, based on everything you're saying.
Yep.
And I assume we're all gonna go with you when you go.
You think I want to go there alone right now?
That's your family.
I mean,
I
it
don't
would be
know.
better if I talked to her. She seems to be on good terms with me.
Yeah, seriously, you guys are like best friends or something.
This is a very complicated your mom joke.
You're like, oh, it's
I know your
you.
mom real well.
Greta, do you feel like these nightmares and visions that you've been having, do you feel like you're kind of almost getting a glimpse of what we've been going through and like the craziness that we've all seen over the last few days and weeks?
I don't know. Have you been up to anything in the past few days since we last met?
I mean,
We killed a bathhouse full of people?
Okay.
I like to think that we,
Timothy doesn't want to talk about that.
I like to think that we
I mean,
probably
there's been lots
gracefully
of-
talked about that on the walk over here. Maybe not in the bar.
there's been lots of, fights and
A lot has been uncovered.
yeah.
We did
Since
also
we last spoke to you.
save the town's guard. So that happened.
That was good.
That was a good thing we did.
It seems like every time something with the shards is involved, I don't know if I'm getting glimpses of the future or past or.
Does
at,
it
at
feel-
this rate, who knows what the future and past really is?
Does it just feel like you're just seeing glimpses of something, or do you feel like you're actively in it and part of it?
More like I'm experiencing the aftermath.
I was gonna say maybe we can make you lucid dream somehow. That'd be cool.
I'd like to not be the object of any of your experiments.
Fair. Fair.
Last thing I need is you waking up with a bloody nose in the middle of another one of my nightmares. My sleep's gone terrible the last 6 years as is.
Well, you better get the good room tonight.
I'm in the royalty suite by myself.
Graddock, I don't mean to speak for you, but perhaps you can tell them about the one dream that you mentioned to me of fire raining from the Star Crown.
Like fire from the sky?
Yes, you know the place Cask was venturing to?
Yeah.
I may have had a vision about that. It
Oh
was
my god.
something terrible, like fire raining from the sky. And everything was dark and
Did you see Cask?
no Cask. Just the surroundings was like a swirling storm. Reminded me of being like at Storm Arrow Keep and how the skies were there, but worse.
Oh no. All right.
It all seems like something's coming to a head.
Yeah.
I mean, is there? I'm just wondering if like there's some similarities between what we've all been experiencing and what Graddock's been seeing in visions and the last time when that red comet appeared. Like, if there's some parallels to the story from last time and the events that occurred, and then what we're all seeing now. And
Well-
maybe we could kind of figure out like what's to come if we knew exactly what happened before.
I guess still our best bet is asking Mom.
I think that's a good idea.
So
Well, perhaps we should get a good night's rest.
I was gonna say let's drink up
And
and go to bed.
in the morning, we can decide exactly how we want to go about this, but I still think it sounds like you should pay your family a visit.
I feel like that's where we're headed.
We'll leave what's happened in Perindwell behind for now. We'll try and get these shards back to Storm Arrow Keep for safekeeping. Then we'll take it from there.
You said that our family is in the opposite direction, right?
Well, in
Of
the
the
opposite
keep,
direction
or-
from Sovalar. So Sovalar is on the west coast of Telesh, near the ocean, and you traveled a day inward to get to Perindwell. And I'm doing this backwards to you, sorry. And Moonstone Falls would be another 2 weeks east from Perindwell in the opposite direction. Storm Arrow Keep is like half a day journey, kind of northeast of Sovalar. Does that all make sense? Okay.
So I'm wondering if we should give everything to Tidbit to take back and then continue on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
will he be able to carry it all
You
by
shouldn't
himself?
judge him by his size.
I'm
Okay.
simply not. It's just a matter
He
of...
says, Silvalar is a farming village. I'm sure I could acquire a pony here to help me make the trek. But let's sleep on it and decide exactly what we want to do. We could talk about it in the morning.
Absolutely. Good night.
Is there anything anybody specifically wants to do? Does anyone want to wait up to you? All just want to... You're probably exhausted.
I was not doing great. My brother had to save me at one point.
And
so.
and I don't know. I'm not to meta, but hit points wise, you probably all want to take long rests anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Probably, with the exception of Graddock, probably all hurting at the moment.
But Graddock's about to get the best night's sleep of his life. in
I've already
years.
run upstairs and jumped in bed. I just dove in.
You're just doing like snow angels in the
Yeah.
sheets, like, oh
Right.
yeah.
Jumping on the bed.
So you tuck in for the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Morning comes.
Rest is happening.
It's a lot of erasing.
Your eraser is suspect. You get a better eraser.
Okay. Do you want to just head down to the common room in the morning? I mean, what's your...
Yeah, I think go downstairs.
Do you
get
want to
some
go
breakfast.
jump on the royalty suite bed with Graddock?
No.
No, he deserves that
Okay.
nice.
I'm
sleep.
still there, just naked in bed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for saying
You're welcome.
naked.
We
yeah.
need that for flavor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The
Good
theater,
narrative.
theater of the mind.
Yeah, good narrative.
Yeah, I say after we've all woken up, just head downstairs.
Okay. So you head down into the common room. There's really no one up yet. Tidbit is having breakfast at one of the tables by himself. Morning, friends. How did you sleep?
Lovely.
Like little kid.
Yeah, we definitely needed that rest. I passed out right away.
Yes, after the past few days we've had, it's nice to get back to some normalcy.
What are you eating for breakfast, Tibbet?
I just have some sausage and eggs here.
That sounds delicious.
Lovely.
I guess I'll order some for myself. Is anyone else hungry?
I would like to just sit down kind of as I get them. Like, by the way, can you guys update me on how you got a hold of so many shards?
The deep sigh.
I'm gonna go up to the bar and order some breakfast.
Yeah, you
y'all want
you get the
anything?
breakfast. I'll give Graddock a beef. I'll give Gavin beef rundown. Apparently.
Yeah, you and Ashen can kind of fill them in.
So on pedestals, the keeper of names, we go down below city, all those things. We go through Bloodwall, and then on pedestals they had all shards. It was very strange.
It was like we went down there and we were on like this narrow path with these weird bridges and it was
Deep cavern.
yeah. He dropped something and we couldn't even hear it hit the ground.
Yes.
But they had pedestals and a really nice throne. It's a shame that it really got destroyed with all the rocks. But
Okay. And you just took them?
Yes.
as everything was coming
This
down, everyone
information
just
is probably confusing Graddock more than explaining. Like, why did you describe that the chasm was deep?
Because that's what we as players
Yeah,
do.
yeah, right.
we had to kill. Well, no, we didn't kill keeper of name. He disappeared.
No, I'm pretty sure we killed him.
No, he disappeared though, and he said
I
something.
think he did.
Killed him,
disappear.
and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
Is this how like we didn't kill like the guy with the hand at the start, but kind of did, but we didn't tell other people because we didn't want them to really know what we were doing? Or you
No,
actually killed him?
did Philomena pull him off the ledge? Is that what
Yeah, but then
happened?
he
I
flew.
come back to the table with the eggs and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's happening? I got some
Thank
eggs and
you.
sausages. I got a little bit extra bread for everyone too.
We chased down a lead that was involved with the Shade Fangs.
Is there anything we should be concerned with going forward? Anyone we might run into along the way then?
I mean,
Shadow.
I'll
kind of
tell you,
organization?
definitely maybe.
Possibly.
So we need to reach your family and maybe possibly run into this person.
If you stumbled into the den of the Shade Fangs, I do not think they will easily forget what happened. However, the Shade Fangs seem like small fries compared to everything else that's happening.
Outside
That's
Parendwell,
true.
especially.
And it wouldn't be the first target on our backs. In my opinion, it doesn't really change the course of action, just something else that we should pay attention to.
Yes,
Okay.
I think we've been, keeping an eye on our backs for for a while now. There's no need to change that.
Oh, and they knew our names.
Well, that his
Yeah.
name is the namekeeper should tip you off on that or something.
But still, no name.
It was really scary.
You have a pretty common name.
Slash.
Ash Whisper Coffee.
It's like Bob.
Like the third act.
like
was
for
before all
the
that.
Very common tabaxi. Very common.
Other questions. Since we're going to be traveling for a while potentially, are there going to be a bunch of places that we're going to be going through that are? I'm trying to think of. I guess in my head, I'm wondering if we could make travel faster by getting horses or something, but we're not going to do that here because of all the destruction. So I'm wondering if there's a place we should definitely make sure we're stopping at. So I guess I'm
We
looking
need
for
some teleportation magic.
or that.
Do you have anything of that in your family? You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take you. The journey is going to take you about a fortnight on foot. So
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
make
just
of
trying
that
to-
what you want to.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Any rituals you
14
guys
days.
know?
Is there
Okay.
anything
It's
I
inland,
can do?
right?
Yeah. Further into the continent of Telesh, headed east.
I think we could certainly keep an eye out for a faster way of travel, but it feels wrong to take anything of value from Silvar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if we're paying for it, I think they can use.
I agree. Maybe the next town we pass through might be able to
Yeah.
commandeer some horses or something.
Certainly.
So we travel soon?
I'm more than happy, as previously mentioned last night, to head to Storm Arrow on my own with the. Well, I don't want to say it so much, but yes, with the shards and see to them to be secured. Graddock has described to me where he hid the others, so I will try and do much the same and continue repairs.
Where did we hide it? We just like.
Braddock had it. He hid it within one of the
20
walls.
minutes.
Yeah.
He hid it within one of the walls in the.
Yeah, prevent like a loose brick or something.
yeah.
We're not gonna be able to.
I
Yeah.
don't know if this is going.
What? Yeah, I mean,
It's a decent amount.
I'll have to do a better job given the quantity, but I can do my best.
Tippy, please be careful. I mean, we appreciate this so much, but you're
I
putting your
just
life
don't
on
know
the
what the
line.
other option is. It seems important that obviously Willow, Ren, and Ethan go seek out their family. You have all traveled together thus far and been strong as a group. It makes more sense for me to bring these there, and it seems too dangerous for you to carry them on your person. So this just seems like the natural course of action, especially given that I intended on going and continuing Graddock's work of rebuilding Storm Arrow Keep anyways.
I mean,
Who knows? Maybe someday it can be a safe haven for us all again.
well, I would love that. Please be careful as you venture back.
I'm gonna hand him the bag of shards that I had because I think I still had one.
Okay.
Say
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was the four of you that all grabbed stuff on the way out.
I grabbed the one.
I took the
Ashen
one from
grabbed
her.
the one.
Should we?
Oh yeah,
Got
because you
two.
picked her
This
up.
is just a thought,
So
but
4.
should we all maybe
There's 4.
go back to Tibbet to where you're staying and hand you everything there, so we're not just doing it here at the tavern? Would it be like a little more inconspicuous?
You can help me load my pack animal, I suppose. We can do it that way.
I think, and maybe because like we'll also be putting maybe some of your other belongings on there too.
No, the
maybe.
cheese was for you, Philomena.
Oh, thanks, Tibbet.
just for her.
No, for everyone. Sorry.
But
The halfling bond.
I can hold a lot of it in
yeah.
my satchel though.
Yeah. Why don't we see you off?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back
Alright.
and help him, pack some of his belongings and.
I don't think you like unpacked. We were there one day.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but I mean,
I'll- I'll go get ready and you just
we'll bring.
meet
all-
me outside the stables
Sure.
when you're ready.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon. And he gets up and kind of just pushes his plate forward and makes his way out the front door.
And I'm gonna take the last little bit of sausage off.
Finish it, yeah. I mean, if there's nothing else you guys want to do.
Yeah, I don't-
Nah.
No, it's
Okay.
yeah.
Press forward.
Okay, so after a time, you square up on your meals with the tavern keeper, and you head out just across the center of the village. You see the stables, and you can see Tibbet there has already procured himself like a pony or like a pack horse, and seems to be readying some bags. He's just standing by it. make your way over, I'm assuming, and anything else you want to say, or you just kind of want to attach those satchels with the shards to the horse and just kind of let the moment linger?
So yeah, I'll hand him the bag and just say,
You tie it right on, or you hand it to Tidbit?
hand it to him.
Okay. He begins securing the bag on the back of the horse.
Do
Pony.
your best to bring Stormrail Keep back to its rightful state.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Benrith.
And I'm gonna have put 100 gold in that bag.
Nice.
I'm
Secretly.
gonna.
Making
Oh,
amends-
secretly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making amends.
No, nobody. I hid 100 gold in the bag.
I'm gonna take a little bit of my, because I had already given Tibbet that stone,
Mhm.
and he gave it back to me. I'm gonna hand it back to him again for safekeeping, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of my red handkerchief and just rip a little piece off, and I'm gonna put it in his like little pocket. That's for safekeeping. It's for good luck.
Romantic.
I already thought we all lost each other once, so
I will be sure.
this time I'm sure we'll see each other again.
We will, Tibbet.
I will be sure to send you messages as we learn more, so that way you just know what's going on, and if we need you, you'll hear it in your head.
You'll know where I am, so it'd be nice to know where you are and that you're safe.
Safe travels, my friend.
You as well.
Be well, Tidbit.
Be well, my friend.
From a cursory glance,
Ash, can you help me onto the pony?
I pick you up.
He's like trying to get up.
As I
He just keeps
attach,
putting his leg
I just
back.
lash my bag to the other side.
Yeah.
from a glance of him, can we tell like what kind of character he'd be? Is he like a warlock? Is he a fighter?
No, he's more dervish, rogue kind of. Yeah.
He's actually a berserker.
Yeah.
He is a full-blown barbarian.
Watch out.
Rages.
You
Okay.
actually sense that he's a celestial god.
He just pulls out 2 great axes.
So then I guess the question becomes, do you guys want to set out immediately for Moonstone Falls? What's your course of
Yeah, I don't
action? And do you want to head back on the main road back towards Parendwell?
I don't.
This is
Have a
me
reason
asking
to
that.
stay.
Tidbit's already...
Yeah, there's
Head it
nothing
off,
here
yeah.
for us.
Yeah, I
we
don't,
should
yeah.
just,
They're trying to rebuild, so I don't want to ask anybody for anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think.
Yeah.
The
think we
faster we
just-
get there, the.
But you want to start heading out on foot.
Yeah.
On
Yes.
the dirt road back towards Parendell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
I was just waiting for him to start
Bye,
rolling
Tibbet.
dice.
I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you head out on the dirt road, seeing the same sights way too familiar, way too soon after you had just passed them in the opposite direction, back towards Parendwell. After a time, you do see Parendwell, its city walls in the distance, and you can see the road forks a little bit. It has the option to head towards it, and then also a path that sort of circumnavigates around it. I'm assuming you're going to just bypass it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You make your way through the country roads, some of the farmland turning more to wild hills, and the towns around you thin out as you go. The land itself seems ill, much in the same way as when you first approached Parendwell. It seemed gloomy and kind of dark, and you're getting more of that. There is kind of an illness to the trees around you. Some of the bark has peeled, and the leaves look void of color. Not completely. They're just lacking that vibrancy in their color pigment in a way that's kind of unsettling to you. Philomena, why don't you give me a nature check
You're
with
gonna ask
regards
that.
to always Philomena.
Guidance?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
22.
Whoa, that was so close.
201.
Huh?
Nothing.
Do what?
No,
Can I use
that's
my
not-
lucky and roll it again?
You can if you want to. If you didn't like it.
You got a good enough.
That's I got a
modifier.
13.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not bad.
So once more, you notice that birds in this area seem to be flying in erratic behavior. The patterns
I
and
see a goat with glowing eyes again.
additionally, you notice some of the trees have these petrified shapes twisted and grown into their trunks, and you're startled at first because they bear an uncanny resemblance to faces. into the trunks of the trees. But then upon closer inspection, you notice that although they're lifelike in structure, they like look just familiar enough to look like a face, but they're definitely lifeless.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Right.
Just that. Can I relate? I'm just gonna relate that.
Yeah, of course.
Joke of the day.
Y'all, are y'all seeing these trees? Like there's like images in these trees, but when you get closer, like it's the bark, but it looks kind of familiar. They're very ill. They're not healthy at all. And the birds are, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just getting a really, really eerie feeling like the last time when we were walking through and we saw that goat with the glowing eyes.
Well, I guess
Just
keep an eye out.
be really careful.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with all of this.
Is this normal now? No, I
It's the new
assume.
normal now.
This is how
Just
everything
things,
is now?
Well, it seems anytime we're near a shard, the
I
land is
know, I
twisted
know.
and warped, so we never know
That's true.
what might be laying ahead.
So we
We have a
might be
long
coming-
travel ahead of us.
Coming upon a shard.
Well, Parendwell looked like that because of the shards. Maybe it needs to rebuild from us taking it out. Like I don't know. We don't know what the radius is, so it could still be in that from the mound of shards we found. Just a thought.
How's Ethan feeling? Like, is he picking up on any vibes?
I don't know. I mean, you can ask him. He's right here.
I guess. Hi, Ethan.
I've been here the whole time, guys.
Hi. How are you feeling as we're walking through this path? Like,
In general, or
I mean, like, do you feel? Are you sensing anything? Because none of this looks healthy at all. The trees are so sickly looking.
no, I don't like the feeling.
Have you felt this way before? I mean, I'm just thinking when we've stumbled upon these shards before, I feel like you can kind of sense it in a way.
Yeah, but I can't tell if I'm just nervous about going home
I know.
or
Or just anxious in general from everything we've seen.
yeah, I'm worried about my mom.
I know you are. I'm sure you'll find her and she'll be happy to see you.
Don't laugh. It's your mom too.
What? I'm trying to keep a straight face.
Ren's over here like this damn kid.
All three of you have very different relationships with your mother.
I'm having an Anakin Skywalker moment over here. Let me have it.
Is it because it's about a day's travel from Silver to Parendwell?
Mhm.
So are we past Parendwell?
Yeah, you're a few, maybe like an hour or two past Parendwell now that you kind of, as I said, took the other path around the city. It is beginning to be nightfall, and the temperature is dropping a little bit. I'm not sure if someone wants to attempt to gather some firewood or...
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I'll help.
Okay, who
Set
wants to
up
take
camp?
the charge on that?
I'll go scavenge. I'm used to it.
Okay, so why don't you give me a survival check?
Okay.
Guidance.
Thank you.
Will Andy pick me?
Well, Andy.
That one.
Roll a d4 with it.
Yeah, add your
All
D4.
right.
What do you get?
Listen, you'll find out.
Listen, you'll find out.
I don't think I've ever done this around.
What do you get? Enough.
Okay. I got a solid 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
I get 2 twigs.
So,
Can I go with him? No,
yes. Yeah. Gradic. Well, go ahead.
I got 9.
Okay.
We come out of 4
Gradic, you find a pile of like fallen timber, and as you begin bundling up some of these sticks, you hear a
Oh, I don't like that sound.
and a snake as you pick up the sticks lashes out at you,
Oh god.
biting into you.
Oh mother.
Please give me a
I just wanted to get some stick.
biting at you rather. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm good at that.
Come on, grab.
Whoa! Whoa!
Calm down.
That's a perfect bounce in and out. Okay, I 11.
It bites into you.
Come on!
Should have taken my roll. 18.
Oh, it's dexterity. Okay, so we're saving. Never mind. No, that is a 14. Sorry.
It misses.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh.
so just
Modifiers.
Yeah.
just as it goes to lash at you, Ben, you were with him, right? Ben grabs at you and points it to you, and you react just quick enough that it lunges at your leg, and you had just stepped back and missed, and you kind of kick it out of the way.
Can I have time to Crocodile Dundee and stab it with my dagger?
Yes.
Hot dog.
You can make a dexterity saving throw.
He stabbed my foot instead.
It bites you, Zach.
Alright.
No, you don't Crocodile Dundee. You point it out, and Graddock's quick enough to react that the snake just misses you and doesn't bite you.
Fumble my knife and just like,
You do, however, have some firewood.
okay, that's good.
And you're not poisoned.
Let's get
Thankfully
back
the
before this
roll
land
wasn't
starts to
too
kill
high.
us anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll take
So
the
you're
goats
just
over
gonna set camp and
Yeah,
fire. Okay. So you're able to tuck into the night.
I think we'll, take shifts for resting probably.
Okay.
Are we gonna sleep out in the open? Is that what we're doing?
I mean,
Can't-
we don't have much of a
So
choice.
Ludwig's
Can't
tiny
y'all-
hut,
Yeah, I was
and
just-
we can all
Oh.
climb in.
Yeah, they always have
Nice.
that kind of hut that they can just like pop up and we all crawl
Yeah,
in.
camping.
Okay.
This is how we used to camp as kids.
I'm gonna
How do
sleep
you guys
outside.
camp? Magical camping.
Magical camp.
This next morning, you are able to continue on. After a time, you come to a small village. Why doesn't everyone give me a history check to see if you are familiar with this area enough to know the village?
It's a pink dice day. Red dice are
That's not bad.
That's not bad. 19. Woo!
Oh, I'm taking that.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah.
20!
Well, and this is very fitting. Okay, so Willow and Ren, you know this village because of its proximity. You know, just it's close enough to Moonstone Falls that you kind of like have a gauge on where you are. And you pass through a very poor village that is known as Fenrist, and you are all immediately taken back upon entering you're just passing right through the main road of the village, because off to the side you see some children playing, and the children are wearing paper masks that are painted red of a comet, and they seem to be playing some game where they're attempting to catch stars, and just the whole thing is very unsettling to you.
How opposed are we to youngling incidents?
Oh my god.
How did I know you?
Very.
were
Very.
Ethan, why don't you go make some friends? No.
No,
Um,
Ethan sees them and goes, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
That's going to be the joke for the whole
Yeah.
section.
That's
Joke
the
of the
title of it.
That should be the thumbnail, just the kid.
That is Ethan.
how long have we been traveling? How long have we been traveling?
This particular day, how long? Maybe only like an hour or two from your campsite from last night.
I mean, we can stop to see if there's anything useful we should grab, but
This is a pretty poor village.
think
I
we
mean,
should
it's not.
stay.
Yeah, there's probably nothing. I mean, that's up to you.
Can
but-
we approach the kids?
Sure.
What do you want?
I'd like to approach one of them.
What are you gonna say to them? They're kind of
So like
creepy.
I've been like forward. Oh my god, what game are we playing?
We're playing Catch the Stars.
And when did you start playing this awesome game? Can you teach it to me? I love
Cast some
games.
platoons.
Well, you just use your imagination and catch the stars as they fall. Do you
Where
want
did
one
you
of the
get-
masks?
Where'd you get the pretty mask from?
We made them.
Oh my god, yes. Do you have an extra?
No, but
Okay, well I don't want
We
to
can
take
make
your
you one.
mask because your mask is for you.
Takes it off. He's got a hideous face.
Jesus Christ.
I love this joke. And how long have you been playing this game? Like forever?
we just started. He's getting freaked out now by your questions.
Ren,
You're not the greatest person to interrogate children.
No.
Yeah, but it is a young girl. I mean, it's probably better than like Benrith
Absolutely.
rolling up.
Also, Ethan is probably behind her,
Yeah.
like, oh, my brother wants to play.
Play
kind of
around with me, if you would. My brother doesn't know this game.
Okay.
Hey man, you made up
Now
the
you
game.
made it weird.
Yeah.
They're just like running around pretending to catch.
All right, so I run around and catch stars with them.
Okay.
and does Ethan help you
It's
too?
contagious. Let's kill them all.
I don't know, does he?
No,
I'm
he's,
not-
like,
I'm-
he's just kind of watching.
Is anybody else in the town like looking on weirdly? Or-
They're just kind of like they're
Nobody's-
just villagers going about their day. There's
I
people
mean,
like
giving
Ren
us-
is like a
Yes.
really attractive.
someone has like a
female, so-
bucket and is like cleaning the side of
Yeah.
their stone hut.
Yeah.
Somebody else is like tending to a horse.
Yeah,
Like it's
and we're
just
just
like a
walking
poor
through.
village, and you guys are just walking through.
Is there any like central location or like an elderly like
There's probably
leader
10
or-
buildings in this
Okay.
in this village. It's like really quaint,
Okay.
and they're residential.
This seems strange.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Ren,
this whole
what
thing.
were they playing?
Oh, so they call it Catch the Stars. Sounds like, probably from when the comet went by. I assume they didn't really know how long they've been playing it for. But yeah, it's just I guess just a kid's game.
Like
I mean, it's
running around
eerie
Rosie?
for us because we know what
Yeah,
the
we know
shards
what it
do.
is. I mean,
But
they're just
they're
innocent
just
little
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was like
innocent
something magical going to happen or something,
Right.
or
What
There's
were the
probably-
masks like again?
if they
They're
had
paper
a shard.
masks that are like colored in red somehow with like paint or something, and they're like cut to look like the head of a comet with like a tail coming off of it, and then they're just tied with simple twine.
Sounds like some
There's
Zelda-esque
probably
stuff
not
going on.
much for them to do around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should keep moving.
Agreed.
Just everyone. I think we should just be mindful of what might be causing.
Has
The
the
locals to act
landscape
like this.
changed as far as like?
No, it became more of rolling hills, and some of the farmlands tucked away became like a little bit wilder, if that makes sense.
But does it still seem like it's?
Oh, like blighted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nothing like dramatically different or lessened. Like the trees look gnarled and not super healthy. The grass isn't like overly lush. It has like a yellowish tinge to it.
like dried out from
Yeah, like-
parched.
No,
Or not too
they're
much
not like
sunlight.
burnt. They're not scorched, but they just like they're lacking that vibrancy. Continuing on the third day of your travel, you find yourselves coming to a ruined stone chapel sitting on a hill, partially collapsed,
Chapel.
with moss clinging to the side of the chapel. And as you're passing by it, you're kind of going through a low meadow, and you can actually see the fallen bell from the tower of what you assume was once part of the chapel.
Seems to
Kick
be
the
like
bell. That's a
high point?
Toll the dead.
It's sitting on a hillock, yeah, so it's higher up.
perhaps we could go investigate and maybe get a view of the land ahead of us.
Ash wants to go over and tip Bell over.
It's a big.
Ash wants to try.
You want to try and move it? Okay.
What time
Give
of
me a
day is
strength
it?
check. Probably midday right now. On the
bad ever happens
third
at
day
the
of
chapel.
travel.
So I mean, if it is,
Did you see that's cocked?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
and the tower, is it just like completely?
It's not a
ruined?
tower, it's a
or
chapel.
the
It's a
chapel, is it
structure.
completely ruined? Or just,
It's it's collapsing
Okay.
and yeah, it's not.
12. So I try to like tip it.
It's I mean you can like move it, but it's pretty hefty. It's probably made of like some
Iron
combination
or
of like
forged,
bronze and
yeah.
iron. And you're trying to like move it, and it's like whoosh. And it's also, we'll say, it's partially been buried into the dirt too.
been there for some-
That's
it
what
probably
I was
fell.
saying.
Yeah.
That is indeed a sturdy bell.
You're able to get a little wiggle out of it, Ash, but you're
And we
not
can
able to
see
move it. Yeah.
from where we are, since we're up on a hill, we can see.
You're not up to the chapel
Okay.
yet, but
Yeah, I'd like to go up to the chapel.
okay. So you make your way up. Do you all go or just Ben?
I'll go.
I'm up there.
So you all make your way up, and the sun is radiating through what remains of some broken stained glass into the chapel, illuminating some painted murals on the side of the wall. They're faded but slightly visible, and the murals seem to be depicting a radiant goddess holding a burning comet in one hand and cradling a child in the other.
Ethan.
You're kind of like looking at this and it's overgrown. There's like some of the old benches and stuff are still in there, but it seems like the chapel's been destroyed for a time now. And you're kind of like all studying those murals and like looking at the beautiful stained glass and just kind of taking in the sight. And as you're looking, you notice a old man sitting in the corner of the chapel, just kind of sitting there.
Jesus
It's the gift that keeps on giving. He's wrapped in like poor dirty robes, and he has a bandage wrapped around his eyes. He's got white
How many eyes? do you
white. Well, you don't know because there's a bandage going over it, and he's got white hair, and he's got this kind of gaunt look to him, like he's malnourished, and he's just sitting there in the
have?
corner.
Don't judge this.
There's
book
no
by its
like
cover.
towns around, right?
The closest one would have been
Fenris,
Fenris that you just passed.
which is like an hour ago or something. 2 hours?
No, it's well, you're like that was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like
okay.
6
That was
hours,
weeks
6
ago.
hours away.
Okay.
Eyes up on this guy. I don't trust him.
I don't trust him either, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll
he's a nice
approach
old
him
man.
cautiously.
I will
was gonna
follow
say-
with you.
I was gonna offer him bread, but
Yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
I'll go
Are
up.
you alright?
He kind of lifts himself up. He has a cane that he's like uses to pull himself up, and
You don't need to rest.
eyes are open now. The sky's not done falling. And he has this old prayer book in his possession, and he produces it from inside his robe, and he kind of like flips it right open to a certain page. And in it, you can see that it's scribbled with like additions and drawings over top of what was already printed in there. And you see a picture of 4 women and 2 moons above. And the man is clearly a little deranged. Why doesn't everyone give me a religion or an insight check? I'll let you make a choice.
There you go. There you go.
21.
I also
Who got
got a
the 20?
21.
I got 21.
Nice.
You got 21.
12.
So
16.
21.
we got some good rolls.
Seven.
Okay. So I'll let you, anyone who got above a 16, I will let you make a determination on whether or not you're intuitively picking up on this from like insight of looking at the pictures and the context, or if this is just your knowledge of the religions of Telish that you're able to make this deduction. But it seems to be a depiction of Arabelle, and with her, underneath the twin moons, seem to be depictions of the goddesses of Selshu and Cernist, and the 4th figure you were unable to recognize.
Selshu, Cernist, Arabelle.
Such Cernus and question mark.
The old man then kind of, again, he has the bandages over his eyes, but he turns his direction a little bit towards Willow and Wren and says, "You go to her city, the moons have teeth."
Like they bite? Like
The moons have teeth. And he has no teeth as he says that.
That's amazing.
Is it gummy?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you know all this?
I know, I've seen it.
Do the teeth, are they really like shiny and bright colors? Do they glow?
Teeth!
Did you see that before or after the blindfold?
I can see okay.
And what else have you seen?
He changes the subject very quickly.
I'm freaking
he has
out.
He has his cane in his hand, and he raises up. He said, "Would you care to trade for my cane?"
Do we
Sure.
notice anything peculiar about the cane?
The cane, it looks like an old stick, but it is wrapped with some sort of like worn silver like wiring around it.
Is there anything about the handle that we should...
The
Note
handle?
of?
No.
No, okay.
Ash does not trust items.
Sir, I
Yeah.
don't think we should take your cane from you. It looked like you kind of
I don't want it.
Oh,
What would you trade for it? My brother?
I want one of your weapons and 200 gold for my cane.
One of our weapons and two.
What does this cane
What,
do?
yeah, what does the
Yeah.
cane do?
Well, it helped me walk since the moons went blind.
The-
Moons went blind or you're blind?
I took it from the sky. The sky didn't want it.
The sky.
The cane?
was it... Did you see... Was it long in the sky when you saw it? Was the cane long and waving in the sky when you saw it?
It just fell from the sky. I just took it.
May I
I'll trade.
see the cane?
Why don't you give me a persuasion check, Benrith?
I just hear Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
19.
Nice. He's like, he kind of leans in a little bit. Again, he can't squint his eyes, but you have the feeling that he's like squinting and like,
He's smelling me.
yeah. And he's like,
He likes me
okay, I do like that glaive you have.
Well,
And he,
unfortunately, the glaive isn't out right now. 'cause
it wouldn't be on your background?
I
Oh, you
would
summon
summon
it.
it,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so no, he doesn't say that. He sees the knife on your side.
But what if
Yeah.
he did see it?
Okay.
That'd be even
I
creepier.
do like that knife you have. And he passes you the cane.
This knife is a relic at this point. Can I inspect the cane?
Yeah, what do you want to look for? Do you want
I
to...
don't know. I could do an Arcana check, but it wouldn't be good.
Guidance.
I'll guide you, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I guess then I'll just do either an Arcana or a History check, whichever.
Which one do you want to do?
I'll do Arcana.
Okay.
Arcana. That's a nat 20
Yeah, there we go.
and a 1, but I get a -1, so it's 20.
But it's still not.
Ben, do you have your mage hand right now?
Oh man.
I guess maybe I would just hold both ends of it. I'd probably summon.
So when you take the cane in your hand, I'm gonna say that your mage hand flickers with a radiant blue energy as you're holding the cane, like a different, almost like it pulses with like a different color, different energy. He says, "You want it? I'll take your weapon and 200 gold, no less. Call it equal footing."
Do it.
Do it. I will. Do it now.
I suppose I do. I'll take it.
You're gonna give him the glaive?
Yeah, my glaive.
Well, I don't know what you're giving him.
I can give him the dagger.
I don't know how your glaive works.
Yeah, because
We'll give him the glaive, all right.
I could give it to him, but then literally it would disappear. His head. I don't want to. Unfortunately, you literally
You're gonna
cannot have
you're
my
gonna give him your dagger?
glaive.
You're gonna give him your dagger?
Yeah.
200 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes the dagger from you. He holds it, looks at it for a second. And he says, "You passed my test. It's for you. I knew it. Not him. Not her. Not any of you except for you." He says, "It remembers you, I think."
I don't think we've ever met.
Don't worry. It only bites those it wants to.
God.
So does Braddock.
He says, "It was given to me long ago
By the sky, right?
by Fourier, the Lord of Clouds."
Warrior?
Colossus of Clouds?
Colossus of Clouds.
Lord of Clouds, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the giant head that you found when you first entered the Vale.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, maybe we have met.
Well, farewell. And he begins walking off out of the chapel.
Caneless.
Caneless? Yeah, he doesn't eat it.
Okay.
He like jumps up and clicks his heels.
He does the Willy Wonka pull forward and roll.
He walks out of the chapel, and you almost just see him disappear as he leaves.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
You should hit something with that.
Yeah, do something cool.
It looks
Hit Ash with it.
pretty fragile,
Or
right?
Ethan.
Yeah, I mean it's a piece of oak that's like kind of twisted and warped by weather, and it's just got wound around it this like tarnished silver wire. But it just looks like a cane to you.
Hit something.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
I think maybe I'll spend some time with it and we'll figure out what it can do, but don't necessarily want to hit something.
You see that everyone blows up.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe climb, or is there like stairs to try and get
There's
up?
probably remnts of stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, to try. Just
You're trying to get
better
like a
vantage.
bird's eye
Yeah,
view
just
kind
get,
of
like-
of a head.
Which is hilarious because I can fly, but as well.
So you climb to like the upper part of what remains of the chapel, and looking out, the first thing that you notice is there is like a steep, rocky, sort of land that's dipping from the elevation that you're on. Kind of, it looks like loose stones and maybe is going to be hard travel. And then at the bottom towards like a lowland, there is a large forest.
Okay. Looks like we might have some rough travel ahead.
What'd you see up there, Ben?
Just,
You can give me a history check to see if you know what the forest is.
13.
Okay, yeah, it is a forest that's known as the Green Divide.
We're coming up on the Green Divide.
What's that?
It's forest.
It's just an old forest of pine
And how far? What time of day is it now? I know we probably.
just like noon.
I'm gonna say like midday, right?
Yeah,
How far travel did it seem to
it'll take you a day to get to
the Green Divide?
yeah, or the rest of the day, whatever way you want to say
Yeah.
that. Yeah, depending on your pace.
We can
We'll
head that
probably
way and
reach there by nightfall.
camp right outside the forest. That way we're not in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, guys.
All right, let's carry on.
Make your
Grab
way.
my
Grab your
new
cake.
walking stick.
Yeah,
Your new walking stick.
And like as we're leaving, maybe I'll just like tap it on the bell. And
tap it on the bell.
Yeah.
Down in the meadow. Okay, just
I
boom.
heard someone mention that.
It makes a ting.
Oh.
So you make your way towards the forest that Ben has scouted, and as I mentioned, you come to some like rocky land. I would like everyone to give me a survival check as you make your way down a steep rocky hillside.
Check. Can I do it with advantage because I have a cane?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
That is a
What?
21.
A 2. 16.
I thought that was a 1. Survival?
Yeah.
I only rolled an
Oh, did you
8.
get a 21 too?
I got a 21
Barely
as well.
escaped the snake.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Graddick.
We both got 21.
As you're making your way down the rocky hillside, you guys are all kind of going down one by one. The stones are shifting beneath your feet,
Oh, God.
and the ground is rough underfoot. And
Bye.
you unfortunately twist your ankle on the way down.
Okay, then.
Your speed is going to be reduced by 10 feet
What's
until
this?
you take a long rest or receive some healing. And
You should have the
you're in
best
some pain right
survival.
now. Your
First
ankle
the
does not feel
snake,
good.
now my ankle.
Roll your ankle.
Just a bad day all around for Graddick. I protected that ruined area for
This
years.
is going to slow you
alone.
guys down quite a bit.
Yeah, you haven't been traveling.
How much healing does he need for it to like get him back?
I mean,
Ash, do you think you could carry him?
I'll have him take a hit die worth of damage, so then whatever that.
Okay.
Or
Take a
Mike,
hit die
or-
worth the damage, and I can
I
see
mean,
how much I can heal him.
Yeah, can we like fasten a couple
4.
sticks
Okay.
and like maybe
So I'm going to
make a
healing
brace for his
word.
ankle?
If
I'm
only
just gonna heal him.
you had something to
I
you know,
forgot you
hold
guys
yourself up.
can do all that kind of crazy stuff.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
don't.
my minimum is 5 to heal you,
Walk
so I
away.
will. I mean, if you want me to roll
No, it's fine.
5.
See,
Okay.
we're back to
So, it wasn't terrible, but it was definitely feeling
I'm down.
a little rough. And
Okay.
Ren notices your discomfort and your slow pace, inquires about your ankle, and then offers some healing.
Thank you, Ren.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
And it does relieve the pain. Now you feel like a good night's sleep will.
You had like a golf ball size.
The swelling immediately subsides. So as you continue and make your way towards the Green Divide, it is nightfall, and you reach the misty stretch of pine trees, and you're just on the cusp of the forest. What would you like to do?
I will say, so you don't have snake incident, I will look for wood. So I will go get ready.
Get some firewood.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we both did it last time, so someone else.
Somebody else's turn.
An 18.
The same snake. No. He's been following you.
Shit,
Yeah,
I don't have
trying
my
to get
dagger to
revenge.
stab it anymore.
Yeah, so on the outskirts of the woods here, you're easily able to find firewood for the night.
Show off.
Yep, just armful of just stuff. Sweet.
Do you want? Whoa, how'd you do that?
The corner showing.
Yeah.
I'm right past you, man.
I
Keep
think
it
it
towards
still
you.
is.
Yeah.
Just pull it towards
Pull
you.
it towards you. There you go.
Okay.
Earning my immersion.
Do you want to make your camp just outside the forest for the night?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the
just
edge.
like on the border of the forest,
Yeah.
maybe not like feel like in the forest is ideal because then we have some cover. But
So as it
Like we
pushes,
can go in 2 trees if you'd like.
yeah,
Yeah.
as it pushes later on into the evening, you're all kind of gathered around your campfire, and you can hear soft chimes and harp strums coming from within the forest.
Graddick, is that you?
No, that is not me. My loot's right here, and it's at my side.
well, that doesn't seem good.
Does
I think we should.
is it a familiar song that we hear, or is it foreign to us?
It seems sort of erratic. Like you hear the noises, and it doesn't even seem like they're playing together. You can just hear them playing.
Is there voices or anything? Or
Just the instruments that you hear,
It's
or that you swear you hear.
deeper in the forest.
Yeah.
Have we like set up camp by now? Like, are we?
Yeah, you're around your campfire.
Are
I think we should at least investigate. But
do I notice like any nighttime creatures like owls or anything that are in the trees around us?
Go ahead and give me a perception, Philomena.
That's a nat 20.
There you go.
Whoa.
There's an owl sitting on a tree right next to you.
Can I?
You know exactly where to look
See
with your
nothing.
attunement to nature.
Really well.
Can I?
hello, Hedwig.
Yeah.
Can I ask the owl if it knows where these sounds are coming from?
Woo!
Dang, we need to speak with animals.
What do you?
These sounds and musical sounds that are coming from in the forest. Do you know where they're coming from?
A caravan passed through. How was that?
That's good.
Yes.
I liked it.
That was nice.
A few days ago.
And were they playing instruments?
Same direction you're headed.
So they went off in this direction. Were they? Did you notice if they were?
Black horses, violet cloaks.
Oh, so it's. How many of them were there?
12.
Were they just headed in that direction? They didn't stop? Did you know any more information?
No stop.
Well, I really appreciate it. I'm going to take a little cracker and give it to the owl. Here you go, Mr. Owl.
Thank you.
I think they only like
Thank
lollipops.
you.
Yeah.
How many
Yes.
legs?
Yeah.
How
Can
many
I
legs?
can I then relay
Yeah.
that to y'all? There's an owl in the tree, and I was asking him about these sounds and music and everything, and he said there was a caravan of maybe like a dozen or so people, black horses, dark purple cloaks that were going in the same direction that we're all headed in.
And so that's the caravan.
That's the caravan.
And they're bad musicians.
It's a caravan with at least a dozen people and with black horses. I mean, it sounds kind of ominous.
Would any of us know anything about a troop of something with violet cloaks?
Why don't you give me a history check?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
We
History.
needed you.
There it is.
Now it's
9.
14 for me.
Well,
An 8.
We're all doing history check?
no. Willow, I will say that you know that I shouldn't have even made you roll on this. You know that violet is a predominant color within the city of Moonstone Falls. You just know that that color is relevant to the city. And so you
So
immediately...
You said purple cloaks.
He said there was about a dozen or so people that had violet, purple cloaks on and these black horses, and they were in a caravan heading in
Violet
the direction
cloaks,
we're all
friend.
going in.
Oh my god, that's home.
They might be from our home.
Y'all know about...
That's our color.
Oh, it seemed kind of ominous to me with the black horses and whatnot, but if you know who those...
Yeah, I mean, that
Individuals
kind of fits
are.
their aesthetic.
Yeah, I know, that's kind of true. They're a little dark. Y'all know who they were?
I mean, I don't really,
No,
unless
them-
I went up there and saw, but I do know that they
That's
might-
common to have, like, those colors.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, it's not like it's the moon shadow, whatever, no.
Shade Fang.
Shade Fang, yeah, it's not like it's a Shade Fang. It's like,
I hope not.
It's a friendly color, at least.
For us.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you all know who they are, I guess we shouldn't be that nervous about them
I mean,
being
you
up
probably
ahead of
might
us.
be nervous, but
I mean, I mean, if it is people from our town, if we just kind of happened upon them, they might be on their guard. But if we go up and we're like, hey, then it might be okay.
And they'd recognize y'all that.
Oh,
you're from
absolutely.
here?
Hey, dude, it's been 6 years.
I know.
They might,
But they might be able to contact my mother since I freaking can't. And Gradit can.
It's not on command. It's only summoned.
I know. Otherwise, I'd already have you sending her messages for me. So many questions I have.
She says
I can't
not
understand.
really help.
Yeah, can't understand why she doesn't want to talk to you.
should we try to catch up with them?
Did the owl say anything about, like, are they moving at a quick pace? Like,
I mean,
Do we-
I think it's kind of a slow pace. They were up ahead of us, and we could still hear whatever instruments they're playing.
are they still moving, or did they also set up camp? Do we know?
I didn't ask them that. I mean, they were just moving through. They hadn't like really stopped.
I don't recommend moving at night. In
Yeah,
strange
probably
place.
not. But it'd be something to look out for tomorrow. Especially if it's a lot of people, they're probably moving kind of slow.
There's about 12 or so
Yeah.
of them.
Why don't we rest and we can approach tomorrow?
Okay.
By the way, little one, I'm glad you said something. I thought you had gone out of mind. You are over by tree going, hoo, 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 hoo.
I can't speak to various creatures and animals, so
It might be good to tell group because
I-
I was getting worried.
oh well. I mean, y'all should
Coming
know by
from the
now that-
talking cat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not cat, I'm Tabaxi. Different.
How did you talk to like rodents as well?
yeah, I've talked to rats
okay.
when we were in that gambling den. There's those rats in the.
That
in
didn't
the
tell us
alley.
how many people were in the
Yes.
basement.
I know we had like what was it, salami and sopressata or something like that. They were cute little rats. Anyway,
But I saw a rat. I did not see owl. She was just hooing a tree.
All right, shall we rest for the night?
Yes.
We can plan on,
yeah,
on
I
going,
think that'd be a good idea.
approaching them early.
Who is going to stay watch? We should
Oh, we don't
probably
need to.
rotate.
We can.
The owl.
We can drop on the hut.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. And
So the next morning comes and you are awakened by the noise of thunder off in the distance. Storm closing in. You wake up to a very overcast morning.
Good
it's gonna
thing.
slow us down.
Might. Once the
Ah,
storm gets to you.
it's gonna be muddy in that forest.
It's okay. I have boots on. I have boots. I have my nice little wool.
Hopefully the tree
Pants on.
coverage will protect
Yeah, I
us a
think we'll
little
be
bit.
pretty
Oh,
safe
you
in
know,
here.
good thing lightning does not hit high things.
It's fine. I'm gonna put my hood up.
Shall we go see if that?
Caravan still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we hear? Do we hear any of the musical?
not.
Okay.
Can
Do we see any tracks that we can tell, like
Yeah, I
to
was
see
gonna
how
say,
maybe
can we-
close or?
You can, I
Last
mean,
time
you
they were
can
here.
give me let's see, an investigation check
I'd like to actively look as
or
well.
survival. See if you can find any tracks.
God.
13.
21.
Oh,
So Ash, you do seem on one of the forest trails. You find what appears to be horse hoofs that have the prints that have been recently made.
Yeah. Is there like a path?
Yeah, there's a road.
this one over here? Fresh hoof tracks. Many horses.
Well, that's encouraging.
Yeah. Why don't we follow those? They're in the direction that we're going.
Can I tell how?
Fresh,
Yeah.
maybe like
Pick up the dung and
two,
like
maybe
smell
like
it.
2 days.
They're a couple days ahead of us.
They're days.
If we want to try to get
If
to
they're
them, we
a
should
couple
hurry.
days ahead of us.
How did we hear?
How did we hear them last
know.
night?
They're really loud.
Maybe not.
Moonstone
maybe not
Fall thing.
caravan. I don't trust forests.
That is interesting.
Seems.
They could have magical instruments.
Do I like see like looking in the forest? Does it seem odd to me? Because again, I'm from the woods. I'm used to being out. And does this do I get anything from this? You want me to roll?
Sure. Give me a perception.
Guidance.
Okay, guidance is a +4, right? So.
It's just +4.
Perception, so that's an 18.
Okay. So as you
Thank you.
step just a little bit into the forest, Ash, you're immediately scanning the trees and like looking all about just to see if anything seems out of place to you. And as you're looking up into the canopies of the trees, in one of them, off in the distance, very high up, you notice a shadowy figure. And as you kind of hone your vision in on it a little bit, you realize it is not alive. Instead, it is a straw man hanging in one of the trees. And painted on his chest is a red comet.
Interesting. I'm going to point it out to the group.
I think the red comet thing is a theme here.
And I point to where the straw figure is up in the tree.
Like a scarecrow?
Again, it's so high up in the tree, you're almost like, how did somebody get it
Someone
up there
Went through a lot of trouble to
just to get it up there and like randomly in that one tree?
Ash is kind of concerned. Usually something like this is warning.
Yeah, I think we should be aware.
I
As
have
always.
feeling family will be hostile.
Well, it doesn't
Well, I'm
sound like
certainly hostile about it.
it doesn't sound like they're around anymore. They're 2 days away.
Interesting.
Do I notice any broken branches or signs that there could have been some sort of fight or?
You can give me a survival.
It's a nat 20.
Jesus.
Burning all the
So,
20s right
It
now.
does not look like there was any altercation in a physical sense in this place. At least not in the
Because
immediate.
she's so low to the ground.
Yeah. I pick her up and put her on my shoulders.
All right, let's
Onward.
I say
Keep moving.
we go quickly. If we want to catch horses, we go double time.
Okay.
So you make your way into the forest, along the forest road, and after time, this storm does seem to be getting closer and closer, until eventually rain starts pouring overhead, and it's coming down thick in sheets, and the thunder and lightning is now upon you as well, and you're getting worried by the proximity of it that some of the trees near you may soon be hit. What would you like to do?
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
I think
You're
we
all
should,
miserable, by the way, because
Yeah.
you're soaking
I
wet.
think we should maybe stop and
Put it up.
wait out the rain.
Should we get in the hut? Is the hut rain resistant?
It is.
I thought so.
But you
Or we
guys
can
want
carry
to-
on. It's up.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
up
mean,
to you.
my cloak's waterproof.
She just
How
has a
late
trash
is it?
bag.
How late is it?
It's maybe like 3 in the afternoon.
Your eyes are the
Yeah, I'd
size
like
of
to
the
try to
moon.
trudge on. Can I still make out with the storm? Can I still make out? Like, were there any other trails that went off, or is this just one continuous trail?
Defines trail 1.
Okay. So, and can I still tell that the horses were going on this
Yeah.
trail? Okay.
I will leave it up to group. I can continue through. I've been through worse storms. But how is Ethan?
Don't you hate being wet?
It happens.
We can, like, Ethan is small, Philomena is small. It's
I
getting
have my
wet.
cloak. It's
I just
fine.
don't want, like, our feet to start getting sunken into the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like is it muddy? Is the
It's
travel
starting
hard?
to muddy.
I'm like, we're gonna get real slow. It might be better to just wait it out.
Can Philomena tell if the storm is passing?
Just
No, you're kind of in the thick of it right now. You got a few hours of this at least.
Wow.
I'd like to scan for a spot that we can get off the trail.
Why don't you give me a survival?
Guidance.
Yeah, I need it because that's not a good roll. That is a 12 because I got 4, 4, and 4.
Other than getting into the hollow of a tree or overhang of branches, it doesn't look good.
Okay.
There's a lot of forest around you.
I think we just need to
Yes, I say put
set
that
up
down.
and wait it out.
Okay.
Can we
No,
light,
yeah, we can.
can we light a fire in the hut or no?
We've been doing it the
Yeah.
last 2 nights.
It's against fire code.
Yeah, you get
I would
asphyxiation.
Inspector's not gonna like it, but we
Yeah.
can.
It's against
I would
code.
assume you can. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Don't tell OSHA.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I can
Stop
set.
on the
I
wrist.
can
Smokey the
set
Bear
it up.
shows
The
up.
NFPA, specifically has the guidelines on this.
The area inside is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside.
Okay.
I mean, we'd still be wet, so we'd have to try to dry ourselves outside.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can start a fire.
Okay.
I can use burning hands on you when you prefer.
There's magical ways of
How long do you
drying.
want to wait it out? Just until it stops?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
until
I
it's
would
not
check.
like pouring rain. Or
Yeah, because I think that we'd lose too much time if we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just like check every hour or so.
Yeah, I mean,
half
I'll
hour or so.
like stand on in the doorway and just like keep an eye out.
Just leave the door open.
Poke out.
So eventually the rain does mostly subside, where it's just like a slight drizzle patter outside, and a fog kind of begins rolling in as the air temperature changes on you again, and the rain has turned more into moisture in the air.
So make for hard traveling, but I think it's better than being soaked.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we carry on?
I think that's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Does anyone have? No, no one will have it. Never mind.
What?
There's a spell where you can get rid of fog. You just blow everything away from you. It's okay. I don't have
Defog.
I don't take utility spells.
Continuing on through the forest, after a time you come to a glade, kind of a opening in the a small clearing in the forest, and as I said, it's thick with fog, and the glade seems to have been formed around a creek that is crossing through the forest itself, and there are some what appears to be stepping stones that make its way across the moving water, and the damp fog clinging to your clothes. The woods now feel extremely quiet, and even the birds are no longer making noise. And on the other side of the creek, something shifts, and you see a twisted shape moving. Its bones seem wrong and contorted, and you hear a wheezing breath.
They need an
Give me a
inhaler.
perception.
Perception.
So you're trying to see through the fog at
Nat
what is on
20.
the other side. Okay.
19, so 21.
Oh, actually, yeah. Perception would be
1.
Yeah.
24 total.
And Ben, you probably would see
That's
it too, but
that's the place.
Ash,
to have that
immediately
one.
you notice through the fog, your kind of feline eyes hone in
Your
on
glasses.
the shape of this creature,
They're so
and you
bright.
see a
Like,
flesh
fogged up.
warped creature glaring back at you, towering almost 15 feet tall. This twisted abomination has a massive deer skull for a head,
Deer skull.
and through its wheezing and breath, you swear you hear insect buzzing.
Jesus Christ.
Massive avian-like wings drape from its back. And even in this damp weather, which doesn't really seem to fit, you can see swarms of flies gathering around its rotted flesh. It turns its gaze towards you. We're going to take a quick break.
Oh.
And welcome back. We are ready to roll for some initiative.
I knew it.
You don't know nothing.
I knew it.
I don't
My,
like
my
this.
battle cloak.
Oh my god.
Sword.
What are you
Nice.
doing?
It bounces right out of me.
Ooh.
We got
20.
Are you kidding me?
Natural?
No.
That's your third one.
yeah, you got a lot of 20s today.
That is 23.
Those weighted dice definitely help.
Mhm.
I just
Sick.
charged them overnight. That's
Ah.
the secret. Charge your dice.
She's just sat on them.
Turn this into the diamond.
What'd you get, Al?
15.
Oh, God, I'm
9.
stressed out. Am I first?
10.
8.
6, right?
Hey, Ben. Me and you bringing up the rear.
My name's not Ben.
That's-
It's Braddock.
Oh, you're big bringing up the rear with me.
Okay.
You said Ben though.
I looked at him,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
I?
you said Ben.
I said Ben.
I can be Ben if you want to. Just don't.
Do?
You
I'm
know,
going to
it's fine.
run.
I'll be with it. I'm just eating to be.
Coming our first react. What would you like to do as you see this?
Going to scream.
Yeah, it's sort of emerging through the fog, and you see you're
I'm going to say,
confronted with
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
enormous bipedal twisted
Oh my God. In
creature
comparison to her.
with large crow-like wings on its back and a skull horse head or deer head.
Okay, so.
Not terrifying at all.
No.
Just on the other side of
Okay.
the water of the creek. Steps out of the
How many feet am I from this disgusting?
like
Godforsaken.
50 or 60.
Mine will bit into the river. That'll take care of
How
it.
big is 8
It
inches?
just goes.
I'm going to do.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Is it 8.5? I'm going to do.
No, we're not doing that.
Just shut it down.
I'm going to take some thorns and small twigs from around me, and I'm going to do spike growth.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it right. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Right,
All right,
here.
from-
Right.
Is it only
It's a
spikes?
20-foot radius, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. That is going to make it his turn
Oh, wow. Why did you get to go so high?
because you guys rolled pretty bad. Yeah.
Excuse me, I rolled a 10.
Oh, excuse me.
That was a double digit. Well, I rolled a 9 plus 1, but still.
He's gonna move through your spiked growth.
Okay, so he takes
He's
2.
huge.
He's gonna leap onto this
Okay,
this first
That won't bother him at all.
thing. What are we doing?
2d4 piercing damage with every 5 feet it travels through the spikes.
Okay.
Does
so
it also slow his travel or no?
traveled 15? 1, 4,
Ooh, just lined up in a row.
5,
I know.
6,
Claw swipe.
10, 11.
Why is
12,
Ethan
13.
in the front?
He's the meat shield.
15.
Yep.
Don't get him, kid.
Ren was like,
So he takes 15 damage from stepping through the spiked growth.
Heard.
Good.
And then at which point, standing in front of,
How's he look?
he's hurting.
Yeah.
Standing in front of Ash, Ben, and Ren and Ethan.
Hi.
Yeah, can we say Ethan was standing behind someone?
No, let him be in the front line. He's a front
no,
line.
You
live
can
with
you
these
can
consequences.
you can absolutely do
He
that.
has this little
Man,
stabby.
I just put the minis down so you can.
I was
if
like,
you
I
don't-
Put him
would say
behind me.
he'd probably be like right behind the both of us.
You
Okay.
can put, you can
He
put me
drowns.
forward
Like-
and then have him
He slips and
occupy
falls.
the space behind me. There we go.
Like that.
he's
I'll
carrying
take
all the
this.
stones.
Okay,
and sinks to
so the
bottom.
creature opens its the mouth of the skull
Yeah.
and shoots out a swirling cloud of flies directly at you guys.
Great.
That
I like
again,
this
the
hook.
three of you in a
I do like the hooves.
in a cone. It shoots it out. I'd like each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on.
So that was Ash, Ren, and Benrith.
Thank God it wasn't me.
Sorry, you don't have to do it.
Oh, that's right. No.
Just warm them up.
13.
No, it's okay. I'll let it go.
15.
Charging.
15.
11.
You're gonna
Okay, you guys all take.
Oh my.
Oh, we all failed that.
Wait, you only take half.
I love the like little leaves floating in the water.
I like the way you do that. Right, never.
Mm-hmm.
Was that intentional or did something?
You guys all take 22 necrotic damage.
Yeah, love it.
God.
So,
So long, suckers.
and you are all blinded until your next
Oh
turn.
my god.
As you
I'm-
are surrounded by swarms of flies.
Am I the only one in
Completely part
Ethan
of
that
your
can
vision.
see?
No.
Oh.
It's me, you,
Oh, okay, you go.
Yeah.
Braddock, and Ethan.
Correct.
Ooh.
And that is going to be the end of his go, which will make it Graddock's turn.
Okay. I'm going to give haste to Ash and cast Bardic Inspiration on him as well. And I'm going to move myself as close to that tree as I can kind of get on the right side. Yep, we're good.
That it?
Yep.
Cool. Willow, you are up.
I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
I don't know how close it is to me.
Oh,
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm like, how close would you say it is to me right now? Or should I move closer to my sister?
My sister.
I see.
My sister.
You do have a spiritual guardian token.
Ooh,
But it's how big of a radius is it?
15.
Okay. So in 15 feet around you.
So I'm like, would I have to be like here for him to hit me, or me to hit him rather? Like I don't know how far away.
He is probably just on the edge of the 15.
Okay. I guess I'll
So it's partially hitting him where you're standing. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So yeah, I'll stay there with my spirit guardians.
Okay.
So he is it at their turn or has to make a
When-
wisdom save?
When they move,
Yeah.
well, with
well,
beginning of their turn, if they
Beginning of their
move
turn, I think,
within
right?
that radius, right? They take
If
the
it's-
radiant damage. Yeah.
if they start their movement,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
That is all.
All right, Ash, you are up.
So I can still attack just with disadvantage, correct?
You automatically fail any ability checks that require sight, and you attack with disadvantage.
Wait, you're one of the bastards that got blinded? No, what gives you him?
I'm blinded too.
You're all blinded?
Yes.
Oh my god, you got
You
All right.
blinded?
Well, I'm just
Trying to
gonna
work down there.
I'm just gonna attack anyways. So
it's that whole side. Bunch of idiots.
18. So 22 on my first attack.
Okay.
That was the low.
22 is indeed a hit.
Okay.
Thank God.
D8. I gotta remember what I actually rolled. 8 damage initially. All right. I'm gonna do the next attack. That's gonna miss. Might as well just do. Yeah, that misses. That's a 12.
You
So
never know. He might have hide armor.
Okay. So the 12 does miss. You are immediately surrounded by these flies, and you're unable to discern where he is anymore, as your vision is just completely impaired. However, you hear him hulking over in the corner with that wheezing breath, and you are able to loose an arrow in the general direction. Wow, I can't speak. In the general direction, and it pierces into him.
okay, I'm gonna do another set of attacks because with haste I get another action, so I get 2 more attacks. That's gonna miss.
What are you doing with it?
I made
So
my
I-
blinded.
I assume a 13
I thought that's what
misses.
you're doing.
13.
13 does miss.
Okay, one more stat.
Could have given it to the little one.
Oh, actually, that's going to be a 24.
24 hits.
Okay.
I had to do, so I just put a green one on
And
that.
that's going to be 9 more damage.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to.
Jump in the water.
I'm going to move up and away from him.
How far?
Yeah, just about there. It's fine. Next to Philomena is good.
Oh, cluster next to me. I jumped over there for
Where's his reach?
We'll find out.
He's got pretty long arms. He's 15 feet tall.
He's got arms.
Yeah.
His arms are like down his ankles. too.
Yeah, it's enough he's provoking.
Okay,
That's it for my
that is
turn.
the end of Ash's go. Then it is Ren's turn.
I'm blind, okay, so not doing much. I will do my old trick that I do because let's keep people alive. So Twilight Sanctuary. Let's start putting up some temp healing for everyone, and that is what's my plus my
7? No.
yeah. So
Or 6.
11 temp healing for the group.
Is it 11 or 6? 7 or 11?
It's 7 plus 4. So 11 temp healing to anyone within 30 feet of me, and that will be my turn. I will stand my ground.
Okay. Fenris, you are up.
Okay. Since I can't hex him without seeing him, just going to blast him with an Eldritch Blast.
So I was blessed.
Oh, I started blasting.
18?
18 hits.
Nice.
Did you do that with disadvantage?
I did.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 and a 19.
Just making sure.
That is 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I do 2 because of my level. I think they're separate attacks. Yeah. That's not gonna pass. Let's 9 to hit.
A 9 misses. So much in the same, you are able to kind of hear him wheezing off in the distance. You loose a initial Eldritch Blast, which blasts him into him, and then go to do another, and he's moved from that position.
And then I will use my bonus action to cast my Mage Hand. Hold up my cane. Scared.
Okay. Cool. That would be Ethan's go. He is going to just tuck further behind Willow and Ren in fear of this creature.
Coward.
Well, he's a trouble.
Bringing you along.
Philomena,
Kid's
you are
a
up.
loser.
Well,
I'm 7. Not a problem.
I'm gonna do.
The big boys.
I think he's like
down.
10 actually, but same idea.
I'm gonna do poison spray.
Okay.
Oh,
So 15 foot, right?
10 feet.
Oh, so you gotta get closer.
I'm gonna get a little closer.
that cheesy breath.
That cheesy dried meat breath. So he must succeed on a con saving throw or take 2d12 poison 12 damage.
What is the spell save?
14.
You got a 16.
Ooh, ooh. Ooh, I say, sir.
You take half though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, nothing.
Not poisoned. Just sad.
It's a.
So yeah,
I think it's
16.
Yeah.
So it's all or nothing.
All right. He is going to step into the water in front of you guys, and he is going to take 2 swipes, one at Philomena and one at Willow.
Well, first he needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. He got a 19.
Damn.
This guy's really smart
half.
and
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Twice.
Okay, how is-
he's wise and strong.
Oh, yeah. So I still get to
And handsome.
Well,
Pure Guardians doesn't play around.
Yeah, the beholder.
So he takes half of 12, which is 6 damage.
Cool.
we're
So
gonna ship this
he
one down.
kind of begrudgingly lurks towards you as your spiritual energy is like burning into his twisted flesh, and then he immediately lashes out with those long arms, claws on the end, taking a swipe at Philomena.
No.
I don't like that.
It was good. He only got an 11.
Nice.
Okay.
Swing and a
Fucking
miss. So he swings at you,
Swing
and
and a miss.
you're
I'm so little.
easily duck under it, and then is going to take a lash at Willow, and that is a 16.
Miss.
Okay.
Nice. What a scrub.
Nice.
Yeah.
This guy sucks.
After
One of
like
the 2 people who aren't blind.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
sitting there like, new.
Actually, we're not blind
yeah,
anymore.
that is the end of his go.
When does the blinded...
It was your next turn, so it ends. It'll end when you come back around.
Okay.
Yeah.
The beginning of your-
Braddock, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still blind.
I'm going to cast
Beautiful.
Phantasmal Killer.
Okay.
This person needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 14
Okay.
or take half damage.
It's pretty wise.
Be stupid.
You got a 9.
you idiot.
Nice.
Stupid.
I thought you said he was handsome and smart. And...
No. His mother thinks it.
Yeah. He said what my mom
It's
said.
pretty weak rolls, to be fair. That is 17 damage.
Okay. Yeah, pretty weak. 17 damage. Nice. Okay.
And I will hold my position.
Okay.
Hold the line.
Willow, you are up.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
That's a 10 to hit.
It's a miss.
That's a miss. Alright. That's
So
a
as he's swiping at you with those long claws, you go to return with a guiding bolt at him, but you're so busy trying to dodge the blows that you're unable to
That's all I got.
Let's trade it in. All right, Ash, you are up.
So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all the way down to the other side, so I'm not directly in front of him again.
Like that, or that.
Over there. Yeah.
Here's your point.
And then
Oh yeah, point it. We have laser.
I'm sorry, dude. I broke my concentration, so your haste is gone.
haste is gone.
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks. Oh well.
I really wanted to cast it. You're blind.
So now I'm
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'd rather have Phantasmal Killer than have my stuff in Ash.
now I have exhaustion, so that's gonna affect me later. Nat 20.
Wait, it
Nice.
affects you immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose your next turn.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I should have read the tooltip, but comments would have killed
He
me.
lost his turn.
Yeah.
So
you
I
lost
lost
your-
that.
At 20 as well.
My bad,
No,
bro.
you can bank that for later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
All right. So.
Sorry,
Just
Ash.
put it in
Well,
your
actually,
pocket.
no. I gotta go back behind.
Yeah, he moved
Just
it.
leave it in the dice tray.
Well, no, I'm back near Philomena. I wasn't up there.
There.
I was right there. Yeah.
Okay, Ren, you're up.
For
I'm going to look at my friends and I'm going to cast Bless on, let's see,
That's right. I was gonna ask Mason.
3 creatures.
I forgot.
So I'm going to
Said
bless
phone with
Philomena.
the directions going.
It's fine.
I'm going to
It's the
bless
same also,
Benrith and I'm going to bless my sister. No, I'm going to bless myself. And then I'm going to try to stay in base contact.
Move if you can reach your mini.
I want to move to. Can I stay in base contact and go on the other side of him?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Into the water or on that?
Into the
Watch it.
into this.
It's
Like right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Go ahead.
I'd have to get into
Oh,
the
wait.
water first.
Can you reach? Can you reach?
Yeah, absolutely. There's just a lot of hands now.
Now I'm just totally on
Are there many cooks in the kitchen?
post haste clarity. Just
Easy.
sitting there being,
You get Ben out of there.
No. I need someone to soak up this damage.
He's stuck in.
Yours is pretty good.
No.
good God.
Break his neck.
Excuse me, I painted that, so
Yeah, I like my heart stops when minis break.
You're gonna have to put a cane in his hand.
Ooh.
all right. That makes Ren. You're done, right?
Yep.
So
They're
Ben's-
last.
Ben's-
Oh wait, I gotta continue healing. Max heal 13 if you need it, but
10 hit points, 13.
you have to be within 30 feet. I think
We're no longer blind.
You're
This
no
guy.
longer blind.
Okay.
and you're blessed.
I'm gonna run and hop onto that other rock with Ren,
Hi.
and probably move within combat distance of him.
Okay.
It actually takes an action to do my mage hand, I realize. So
Oh.
now I'm gonna do my mage hand,
Okay.
and then I will action surge
Okay.
and take a swing at him.
Were you swimming with your glaive?
No, I'm gonna swing with the cane. Because I have to summon the glaive.
Mm.
See what the cane does.
What's
I only rolled, 'cause I rolled 2.
Well,
Wow.
What would be the bonus for the cane?
The bone? You mean?
Like,
the weapon
what
damage?
is the
Watch this. It's not even
probably
supposed
not
to be-
supposed to be swung with, but
it breaks.
I missed anyways.
As I'll say, as you. This is all I'm gonna say for this turn. As you swing it, since you just get air anyways, you feel an electrical surge through your hand, as you just get a whiff of air.
Hit the water.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say at the moment.
Lick it.
Anything else you want to do, Ben?
No, I believe that's all I can do.
Okay. Ethan is not gonna do anything. Sorry. Philomena, you are.
Can he run like over
You
here?
can absolutely if you want to do that. Yep.
Yeah.
You want to reposition him? You
Yeah.
can
I just don't want him
certainly
in long range. and
Okay, I'm going
breath.
to. I'm gonna cast Entangle,
do that. Okay.
and I'm going to do it to his wings.
Okay.
If I can.
Oh, no flying.
No
Let's do a spell save DC 14.
I picture he's on his
Save.
back like there's really
Ye-
small wings.
Little like butterfly wings.
Gets a. He gets a 10.
Ooh, come on, let's go.
Fantastic. So there's a 20-foot square starting point from within range around this dude, and I would like to do it so it's around his. Can I get his wing and maybe his foot of entanglement?
Okay.
So he's restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Which is in what? Until your concentration breaks?
Up to 1 minute
Okay.
concentration.
So we can't leave.
Nope, and that's it.
Okay.
Gangbusters.
On his turn,
He kills him.
he is going to let out a horrible scream
It's new action.
in a 20-foot radius around him. So
I was trying to move.
that would be Ren, Benrith, Willow, Philomena, Ash, and Agratic as well. I think it's everybody but Ethan.
Have him make a wisdom save too while he's at it.
Why?
Spirit guardians.
He didn't move though, isn't it? When he
No,
moved?
it's just
It's-
if
it's
you're
starting
inside
to-
of it.
okay.
If you're inside of it.
The wisdom was a 15.
What if pass?
What's that? Wait, hold on.
Half of 23.
So 12 or 11.
That was almost perfect.
Yeah, that was.
A 7.
Okay. Everybody, give me a wisdom saving throw for that haunting scream.
Yeah.
Less
Sounds
on
great.
saving throws
That's
too.
Wisdom.
That's bad.
Is bless on saving throws too?
Yes.
So wisdom.
19.
Okay.
14.
failed.
Also
14.
14.
Minus
Okay.
5.
And I am
Fail.
Would have been outside of it.
a saving throw.
Yeah.
17.
Pass. So, Ash, Benrith, and Philomena, please take.
$73 damage.
Could you?
Does an 87 hit?
That's what he goes.
How many points do we have?
Please take 21 psychic damage,
Gosh.
and you are frightened until your next turn.
Gosh.
Okay.
This is going super
13.
well. How's this guy looking?
Fine.
Oh.
He's looking just as horrible as ever.
He's looking a bit dead, but that's how he started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean we just can't move towards it?
You are unable to willingly move towards the source of your fear, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight until
Gotcha.
the end of your next turn. That is the end of his go.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw for Phantasmal Killer.
Okay. You got a 4.
He takes 17 damage again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like sustained
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
You don't reroll.
More dots. More
It
dots.
says takes the damage again.
Oh,
cool.
So, it doesn't say to reroll.
Like it. And Gradic, it is your
Another
turn.
one.
Another one.
And another one.
Just gonna cast a firebolt. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Well, that is unfortunate. Where am I?
Where are you?
Where am I?
Can I get to like the
Horses for
further to the right, like on the ledge? Like
Over here?
yeah.
Yeah.
A
Sure.
little school a little backwards.
This way? This way.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, we're good.
All right. Willow, you are up.
So I'm gonna just.
Get out of there.
Well, I'm at least.
But you want to keep the
I
spiritual
want to
guardian
keep that, but I knocked
radius?
Philomena over, so I wanted to fix her. So I'm gonna go right there.
Okay.
And I want to drop my spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and I want to put it on the rock on the other side, so I'm flanking with these guys.
Yep.
So I will attack with that. Oh
Yeah.
my
Get it.
God.
Get it.
Oh
Get
my
it.
God!
Double
I rolled
damage.
double ones.
Hope you die. Instant death.
Did you really?
You did.
Hashtag Nat 1 Queen.
That one.
Botch that,
flew
please.
In that
Oh
house.
my
We need to
God.
make you roll 2 botches.
If she gets 100, it's gonna be.
Oh my God! All
You
right.
put that on the Instagram.
That was
She got
Get
awesome.
100. Get 100.
93.
Oh my God. That's
Just a
bad.
Okay.
43.
Oh,
Nope.
40.
That's a 90.
Yeah.
43.
Gotta be a
That's
double
the
80.
Oh,
That's a.
she should have to roll twice.
That was awesome.
Oh
You're fine, but let your punishment be that you roll double ones with advantage.
That was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And yeah, that's.
Hashtag Nat 1 Queen. So we'll move on here. Ash, you're up.
I'm gonna move because I haven't moved in 2 turns. I have 70 feet or 60 something feet of movement, so I'm gonna get as far away as I can, like a full 60 feet or whatever, however you want to put it, back. Yeah, so I'm not in range of anything.
You're off the battle map, but
Yep.
it's okay.
And then, even though I disadvantage, I'm gonna attack this thing twice. 21.
You have disadvantage. You did
Oh, that's
that, right?
At 21 because my next one's a higher
Okay,
one.
so 21 hits.
All right.
Dirty enough.
It's a dirty 21.
Really dirty.
Real dirty.
Sorry.
Seven damage plus I have to add my sneak attack damage.
Sneak.
So that's 10 damage
Okay.
for the first attack. Second attack. That would be a 16. 16.
Misses.
Okay, so I know 16
It's
misses.
between 16 and 18, boys. Not
Yeah.
metagaming.
Yeah, don't you know? It's just,
Not
just
at all.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying it probably is.
It's math. That's all. I just
Okay, Ash, you all done?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ren, you are up.
All right. I'm going to look towards Willow and say, "Send this guy to the grave." But I'm still going to cast a spell. I'm gonna reach out and
Y'all get right on that.
touch. You think? Okay. You're gonna
Reach
get
out
out,
and touch Fate.
and I'm going to inflict wounds, and I'm gonna try it at. Let's see. What's a nice level?
Some nice.
16.
Third level. Third
20,
level.
Can you cast it at level 13 for us, please?
Ooh, I just missed it. A 23 to hit.
23.
Actually, not a 23 to hit. It's a
Come on.
20. It's a 30 to hit.
Oh, well,
That misses.
that
Okay.
misses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, so that.
Let me just tell you, the moment your 30 doesn't hit, you guys are in a world of trouble.
Can I have
Now
two
you're all
of
in
these?
Yeah.
big,
Big
Two
trouble.
gems.
Big trouble.
Okay, I'll give you the ones that don't roll shit.
I still think already gets my shit.
That is. I can't count. That's
Yeah.
I would have
11,
hit. I would have hit on that one.
16, 21,
So it's a D8.
25 damage.
Damn, with inflict wounds?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then temp healing for whoever needs some is 11. But if you already have the higher, then keep the
I am outside of range.
Big. All right.
I need some.
Nice run. Okay. Can he turn? Is he able to turn while he's restrained by your?
So the creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself.
Okay.
When the spell
think
ends, the conjured plants will melt away.
rotating
I don't know if
is
it's either.
considered movement.
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
I think it's like.
But it's kind of
Yeah,
awkward
walk
because you're like
between for
restrained
fun.
behind
Yeah,
it.
it's just
Right,
restrained.
All right.
I would say it's movement.
Okay, that is Ren's go. So Ben, you are up.
Ben, seeing the electricity crackle on this cane is probably gonna try and be too smart for his own good, and I'm gonna attack the water.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Do it.
Okay.
Like right next door to the guy.
Is anyone in the water or just him?
Him.
Okay. So, you can easily hit the water. You don't have to target it.
Well, it would be with disadvantage because it's an attack roll, and he's within line of sight.
Okay. So I guess
Don't
just-
roll a one.
Yeah, don't roll a one. Yeah.
Pretty broad.
17.
Oh,
I thought
I
that
was
was-
like, oh
Use
no.
calculator.
Yeah.
Taps on the stone and
He
it's wet.
swings, misses, and falls into the wall with it. That's the last we ever saw.
Man, you take the cane, and I'm assuming what do you slap the water with it, or stab it into the water, or what do you want?
Yeah, I'll just like
The Moses
go
style.
down. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
The water, just place it.
And as you do, it transforms in your hand into a javelin
Oh, Jesus
with
Christ.
almost lightning bolt in shape.
Oh.
You stab it into the water,
Zeus.
and electrical energy surges out of it. And I'd like you to make an additional attack roll. To
With
yourself.
disadvantage.
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, I'll have you do it with
You're blessed.
advantage
Oh.
You're blessed.
because of the water on this creature.
Do you have your D4 for fast?
He does.
17 again.
Okay, and then you get an additional +1
So 18.
from your javelin.
Oh. Oh.
Now,
So-
We all get plus one.
Yeah.
Because you all chant your name, you get plus one.
so roll for damage. A javelin is a d6 damage, and it's a +1 javelin, so you're gonna add a d6 to that, or a 1 to the damage roll, plus your strength mod.
Well, I think I used my charisma.
Oh yeah, because your class. Yeah.
So
So your normal modifiers and then another +1 on the damage.
Carry the 2.
so 3 + 4, 7 damage.
Okay, that would be like the physical damage.
Oh,
There's more.
yes,
But
but wait,
wait,
there's more.
What did you say, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, and then please roll an additional D8 lightning damage.
Oh yeah.
So excited.
That's a 5.
Okay, so you hit it for a total of 12 damage, correct?
Yeah, but you can't miss.
7
Just keep
plus
chipping
5,
this
yeah.
guy down.
Yeah.
He just leaves it in the water.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then I stay.
Okay. So
Just jumps in.
you watch as Ben takes that twisted cane and slaps it into the water, and as he does, it almost shapes or transforms before your eyes into this javelin, this lightning bolt shaped javelin. And as he does it, electrical energy surges through the water onto this creature and just begins like searing it as the electrical energy surges up the moisture because it's partially standing in the creek.
Just like stabbing in the water, going,
Yeah.
cool.
Anything else you'd like to do, Ben?
No, I suppose not.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I could have done something with my bonus action.
Nah, you're too mesmerized right
Yeah.
now.
Having too much fun.
Do you guys want to move Ethan or do anything with Ethan?
I think it's stay put if he's safe.
Okay, then.
I'm in here.
Hop in the water.
Go in. You are right then.
Go for a swim.
Alright. I'm going to do.
How long does the fear last?
Till your next turn.
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure.
right.
Right?
I'm going to
Just-
do
right,
poison spray.
okay.
Pop obnoxious
He
gas.
needs a what?
He needs to make a Constitution
Oops,
saving
I
throw.
forgot it.
DC.
Or he
That's a
takes
poison.
poison.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
turns around.
yeah, or two.
You did.
It's all that cheese, guys. I'm actually lactose intolerant. I have a cold.
And sneak it off just to let that out.
Yeah, those aren't.
That came from Philomena. She's so small.
Constitution save?
Yes.
You got a 20.
Oh.
Well,
Well, it wasn't that
good
silly.
for you.
Nice try.
He's pretty defensive. Anything else you want to do?
And that is it.
Okay, that is gonna make it his turn. Does he slap it? Ben or Ren? Both of you guys hit him pretty hard. He's gonna attack on each. So he's gonna take his right hand and claw at Ben, and take his left hand and swipe at Ren.
Sounds good.
So first attack on Ren. That is a 25.
That's gonna hit.
I don't know. That might not.
Please take 10 slashing damage
Yep.
and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Wait.
You get knocked into the water and electrocuted.
Con save.
Am I doing a con save throw? Oh, sorry,
A natural 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Give me a
no.
dodge.
Nice.
No.
Oh, that's bad.
Hey, it's you and your sister. That one queen.
80.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
that's bad.
you are poisoned, and additionally, I would like you to take 8 poison damage. So this like disease-ridden claw actually slashes into your torso, and
Yeah.
immediately you feel this boiling on your flesh.
That's disgusting.
It was
Ooh. She ain't so pretty now.
another 8, you said?
It was yes.
Okay, so that is. Hold on. Natural 20 on keeping up my
Nice.
bless.
That makes up for that one.
Got a lot of
So-
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for
Way
you,
too
but
many.
for your teammates.
Awesome.
All right, and then Ben, slash on you, nat 20.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, canceled. I saw
Like-
that look and went, wait, he wants something.
You don't cancel max damage though, right? You just cancel.
I
You cancel
cancel.
the max. The
Yeah.
Yes,
the
you
max.
do. But
You
it's
said it
cancel
with
a hit.
regular damage. I
Still
canceled the
hits,
other
it's
one.
just not.
Oh wait, I had 13 times. Oof.
Okay, so Ben takes 7 slashing damage and give me a con saving throw.
So is that use a spell spot?
It's a channel divinity thing, I think.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just.
so you have so many of those.
Con saving throw?
Yes, please.
I was just looking at it. Now my brain isn't working. Where is it?
15.
Oh wait, did you keep up the
15
left too, or no?
Yes.
I
He got a
did.
natural 20.
15 is
Okay.
a fail.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh.
You are poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Oh, what does poison do again?
You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
so glad I canceled haste though. Just list this.
Uh,
For me,
he is also going to let out another cloud of flies directly in front of him at
nice.
Philomena and Willow.
Nice.
Excuse you.
Wilhelmina?
Excuse you, Wilhelmina at Wilhelmina.
Wow. Ship.
But it's
Give
a hot
me
couple
a
name.
Constitution saving throw, both of you, please.
Constitution.
Yeah.
You're great at it.
Mhm.
Sure.
Is I still bless?
Yes.
That's not going to make a
Kept it up.
difference.
Ooh, 16.
Okay, pass. Yep, pass.
An 8.
Just say 16.
Okay.
16.
Philomena, please take
Mm.
22 necrotic damage.
And you have 13 temp from me.
That's fine. Thank you.
And these large black flies shoot out of his mouth towards you. The
Abundant
holy
light.
energy of your spiritual guardians actually seem to deter the flies from swarming you, Willow. And then they kind of hone in around Philomena, and Philomena, the flies are actually biting at your skin.
Tasty.
Tasty,
Is she-
tasty
is she
how I
blinded?
describe it as
Any
well.
other wisdom saving?
And she is also blinded. Thank you for reminding me.
John just gave me the blind bits.
Yeah.
And can the enemy make its wisdom save now?
Yes.
He dies.
Doesn't have to deal with some
You lose.
You got a 11.
Honest jerk.
Ooh.
You lose.
Oh, I've got to do one for
Well, oh yeah, on your turn too, yeah.
14 damage.
Okay.
on his turn, right?
Not in the end of his turn.
Okay, and then it is doing the one for Gradic. A 6.
Ooh,
17 again?
17 again.
Dude, that,
Stacking it
that
up.
combination of dot damage is pretty nasty. You said 17? The
I'm just sitting there like,
Gradic, it is your turn.
It was in there.
um,
Just had to pull it back out.
it's a good fight to get it back out.
That's all he
We
needs.
are going to. How's it looking?
As ugly as ever.
Looking.
Ugly ring.
Is it dead?
Is anyone in the water?
No,
Yes.
just
Oh,
ten.
no.
Just 10.
No.
For benefits.
Can
Has
I
been
cast
received.
shocking grasp into the water?
Sure.
I love using the elements.
So
You guys been playing too much Pokemon.
they're making an attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
That was a solid 15.
15 misses.
This is the water.
So I'm gonna say, yeah. Well, it doesn't miss the water. I don't know.
How would we do this in
Yeah, I was doing it as an attack roll. Well, first of all, shocking. It's a touch attack, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that you stick your hand in the water. You begin letting out this electrical energy, and it's just it doesn't. With the flow of the water, it doesn't
Okay.
necessarily translate to where he's standing.
Fair enough. All right.
At least from your positioning.
I tried it.
Kill the
Yeah.
fishes.
Yeah, people quick bit of blood.
Well, that's different.
Okay.
You still get 5 experience.
You are up.
It's my turn.
It's like drooling over all
First,
Local fisherman just shakes his head like in Happy Gilmore.
my spiritual weapon is going to swing.
There we go.
That is a 19 to hit.
Had to science it.
That's a yes, right?
It always has a
What
fancy
level
stick,
I did
okay?
it on. I think I did it was this level. Spiritual weapon, yes. So delete one of these. So that is 10 damage from my spiritual weapon. And then I am going to yell to Ash. And I'm going to say, Ash, don't mess this up. And I'm going to do, what is it? Path to the grave?
Mess it up.
Path to the grave. So I'm cursing him. And then the next time an ally of mine hits it with an attack, it has vulnerability to all of the attack's damage and the curse ends.
Okay.
So whoever hits him next is getting their vulnerability.
Okay.
But I'm yelling at you because I know you're after me.
How does vulnerability work again?
Double damage.
Okay, so
I'm
all
like-
the damage or?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Like inflict wounds with the right. They're like, damn it.
Okay.
Right.
Ash, you are up.
Ash looks.
I see Mrs. Voice.
Damn! What? Huh? Don't mess what? The fire.
That one.
That is going to be a 4, so that first attack. Well, that's going to be a 14, but that first attack misses. That's going to be a 13. Nope, so that misses. So I'm going to do my action
You might get it up.
surge. Right? Yeah. That's going to be a 23.
3 hits.
There you go.
So,
There you go. Now some damage down.
and that's going to be terrible damage. That is only 9 damage.
So I would say this: you max your damage, but if you use your sneak attacks also gets maxed out.
Yeah, so it was 9 flat, so it'd be 18 then total.
18.
Yeah, it's awful.
How's he looking?
So I have one more attack. That's a 26.
Hits.
Dirty.
Damn.
How dirty?
Oh, super dirty.
Brothel dirty.
He's a pretty dirty guy. He shoots flies out of his mouth. I don't know.
13 damage.
Okay, so.
It's bathhouse dirty.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Ash looses a couple arrows striking into the creature.
Curse drops.
Let's see. That makes it Ren's turn.
I'm gonna heal first, just so everybody gets that out of the way. 9 temporary if you need it, but it's the other number if you don't. I need it. So maybe that back to myself. And then as my action, how's he looking? I'm just kidding.
You know what? He just healed.
He looks better. Okay.
Looking a lot better.
Are we there
Yeah,
yet?
yeah.
Are we there yet?
I'm just gonna
turn the
take
car
a-
around, okay?
A normal.
turn
I'm
this
gonna
back.
swing my warhammer at him, just
Okay.
because. Yeah, I'll swing it. This turn I'll do that.
How deep's this water, by the way?
Rats.
It is maybe like
26 to hit.
8 feet
I'm
deep.
sorry, I lied.
Oh, really?
23.
Depends on where you're standing, but there's parts that are deeper. This isn't a super wide part.
Okay.
8 feet of it's like
Yeah, probably at this part of the
Nice.
crossing.
23 to hit.
23. Just hit.
Okay, and then the damage on it is going to be 9,
9
and
times.
that will be my turn.
9.
9.
9.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait. 5. Myself bless. That's my turn.
You know, being the DM's hard that I gotta be the responsible one.
Mm-hmm.
Just be the adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can calm everyone down.
All right. Ben, you are up.
all right. So this thing is a javelin, or like it's what I'm.
It's a javelin.
This
Not a
will
spear?
turn
It's a javelin.
Throw it.
Okay. Javelin is not a polearm, unfortunately.
No.
But I got it in my hands, so I'm going to. We're gonna hex this guy.
Okay.
Shit, I'm poisoned, so my attack's at disadvantage too.
Yes, it is.
But you're flanking.
Yep.
Okay.
Cancel. That's
Okay.
true. Good call, John.
Thank you.
Oh, you
That's
are.
why I ran over there, because Philomena's on the other side of us.
No, I said, oh, you're poisoned. And you go, yeah, Philomena's
Oh.
on the other side.
Yeah, he's poisoned.
He's got this nice hook.
I know.
It's perfect for that.
Really, his head's good too.
Oh,
It's better for the
Red
camera.
poison is-
yeah.
And I will swing. That is 15 plus 8.
23 hits.
Cool.
Some fast math, man.
What is it, a D6?
Human calculator over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Right? So that is 10 plus 5, so 15 damage. Oh, and then the hex, which is another D6. It's another 3, so 18 damage.
Nice. All right.
How's it
Yeah.
I don't even care how we say
Cool. Anything else you want to do, Ben?
it. No, I think that's good for now.
You guys want to do anything with Ethan?
They're all in the water.
No, we don't.
Make him cast a spell.
Make yourself useful to this part. Prove your worth, Ethan.
Philomena, you are up.
I am going to
Oh, is she still blinded? Oh yeah, to the end of this.
End of the turn, I believe.
end
Yeah,
of this turn. So
poison.
I'm blinded.
That's
right
what I
now,
was just
right?
asking.
How's the poison? Go away.
Poison is for 1 turn.
Oh, but you have disadvantage, but because you're flanking, you don't. So it negates. So you just have flat rolls.
Do you already have yours?
Okay, so
Because I had my turn.
I was gonna use my poison tip darts, but I'm blinded, right?
No, you were.
Oh, I'm,
poisoned.
okay, I'm poisoned.
Right? No, you
No,
were
she's
blinded. You were blinded.
Yes, I am blind.
Too many conditions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rings out there.
Yeah.
So
We
I
just removed them, so we're back. I think we're.
Oh, I didn't
good
have
now.
that.
We're on. So at the end of your turn, you'll stop being blinded. But you're blinded right now.
okay, so I'm
So you have disadvantage. But technically, it'll be a straight roll because you have
Yeah.
flank.
Yeah.
Before.
I'm not interjecting. I was
Okay.
talking to Zach.
me or Zach?
No, I was talking to Zach. I wasn't
okay.
interjecting where you.
So you are the straight roll.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my darts. My little poison tip darts. And shoot him right up Main Street.
Okay.
Somehow she throws it and skips it across the water. And it was.
How does that work? Because isn't that a ranged weapon?
Darts, yeah.
Yeah. So close quarters doesn't that mess with that or?
Sorry. Yeah.
It would be a disadvantage if she's
Yeah, if you're
throwing.
right next to them, right?
If she's
But
throwing.
she already has disadvantage.
Double disadvantage.
You can't have.
Oh, my she has disadvantage and advantage.
If you have
Yeah.
one
Right,
thing of
once you have
disadvantage,
one,
it
it's-
counts as
yeah.
one. If
Okay,
you have
so
one
it's
thing of
negated then.
advantage.
So it's just.
So it's still
just
straight roll.
I
It's
think
not
straight.
weird.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't have like two.
So everything I just
instances
said.
of
It's hilarious
disadvantage
because
in
it's like, well,
It doesn't stack.
yeah, you can't.
You
Yeah.
have bless as well, my friend.
22,
It was more for me, anyways.
22, 25, 26.
Ooh.
Dirty 26.
26.
Man, I'm not sure if that hits.
4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
That move.
Nice.
Oh,
All right.
Is he still restrained?
Philomena begins producing these little darts and just chucking them
I
at this
felt-
creature.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
sneak attack as well.
Oh, yeah, it's sneak attack.
So
underestimated. Nice
Yeah,
try.
he's been doing rolls to try and get out of the entangle.
He has not, because he can just reach you where he's standing.
Yeah, I guess.
So that was a 3 plus.
Shit.
It would be a waste of an action.
Another, so that's
Try-
another 3 on his damage. Thank you.
All right, everyone run away.
Yeah, I just forgot about that.
no, it's
I was blinded, and then, I didn't realize what it was.
His turn, he is going to let out another scream of nightmares.
thank you.
Everyone in a 20-foot radius must make a wisdom saving throw. That is everybody except for Braddock, Ash, and Ethan.
Nice. Good for you guys.
21.
21.
Pass. Pass.
Why?
What are we doing?
Wisdom
Wisdom.
saving throw.
Wisdom.
Every single friggin' roll. is bad.
14.
21.
Fail.
You have less.
Oh, big time.
Can't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
14. Thank you.
With the Colossus and Cloud.
15.
Fail.
I
Damn,
I
it was
failed.
worth the shot.
Yeah, it was.
Fail. Okay. Both of you take.
What?
Oh god.
You can't use that one now.
Take.
She can't use that one.
You drop it on the floor top.
Still, on my.
It's been polluted.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Take.
Oh
I
no.
don't like it.
Don't lose somebody.
Yep.
Take 35 psychic
No.
damage or necrotic damage, both of you.
You
Yeah.
have 9
have
temps
9.
if you're close to me.
Yikes.
It was
10
35.
down.
So
Yeah.
24.
So I
Ow.
think the hex is dropped too.
How are we looking?
Yeah.
2.
I'm
Normally you would be frightened until the end of your next turn, but you're down, Zach, so it doesn't
down?
matter.
Ren
And
and
same for you.
Ren and Ben are done.
Well, there goes what I was doing.
And then he is going to swipe at Philomena with his claws.
Okay.
I don't know if the hex drops, honestly.
But I'm so small that he
Nat
misses
20.
me.
Cancelled.
Okay. Can you do that again?
I can do it 4 times.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
You take all the blesses off.
Philomena, take a slashing damage of 11.
Fine.
And then who's the other person in front of him? You, right, Willow?
No, I'm not there. I left.
Bullshit.
He was like, what?
Like how
17 to hit.
Just hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
And then these take 12 slashing damage. And then that is the end of his go. It'll make it Graddock's turn.
Okay. Oh, yeah, make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
For both of you, right? So first for Willow's thing, you get a 9.
The fail.
So that is 9, 10, 11 damage.
Okay, cool. And then for Gradix, this time you got 15 Gradic. Does that pass?
Passed.
That's
Does that end it
That
completely?
ends the spell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
why I get
That
the 3
17 was
rounds on
dirty.
it.
Yeah, but you probably did 60 something damage over the course
I'll
of.
take 3 ticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's your regular go.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Who's still up on this team that's useful?
There's
Who's
So,
still
me and
up
Philomena is
double one. Okay.
Few sessions, please have you back on team.
He's like, why did I leave this one?
Oh, good.
We're gonna go ahead.
That's awesome.
And we're going to. How much health does this guy have?
A
Never
freaking
die.
lot.
More than us.
All right, we're gonna cast haste again. We're gonna give it. Don't fail me, Catman.
Catman.
Catman
do.
do.
Oh, there we go.
And I'll give you the bardic inspiration again.
Can I have a double?
Oh, do you have to use it
I
yet?
haven't used it yet.
Oh, then I'll
I
give.
haven't
I'll
had
give-
anything I could use it on.
You're dead.
Give it to somebody. Give it to somebody passed out. Because then they can use it for their death save.
that's
Their
Can they
death
use it on the
save.
death save? Oh, that's kind of dirty,
you can.
actually.
Seems like
That's like
What's
really
the
broken.
on a bardic
Like your other
inspiration?
options are
That's no, I don't think you can. That would be broken as hell.
Because then you.
Because then you would just want to
I'd fail.
keep. Yeah.
You can give it to Philomena. Or me. We're the only other two.
Well, I'm trying to see what if I can't like what bardic.
Yeah, if you can use bardic inspiration on death saves, then you guys should always just have bardic inspirations up because that's broken.
Next to the next 2 months, creature can roll.
This is or saving throw.
Die to
A saving throw.
Oh, it says
number
Well, saving
Yeah.
ability
death
check.
save is different than a saving throw.
Yeah,
that's true.
Or saving.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
Okay. So I will give another bardic inspiration out to the little one,
The little one. Okay.
Flo.
All right. Flo Amina.
Yes.
All right. Willow, you're up.
Hello.
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 First things first, spiritual weapon. Boom.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Man.
Okay.
Kill him.
We got a lot of
many
nat 20s
20s?
going on this game.
It's this new table.
Yeah.
Table blessed.
So that is going to be
75.
shut up. 16, 20 damage.
Carry the
Oh wait, no, actually, no, just kidding. I have to roll for one of them. So it's automatically 12
Uh-huh.
plus
look
the
at that.
8. So now it is 20 damage.
There we go.
There we go.
So how's
It's like you already said it.
Yeah, it's like I saw
How
the
we live in
future or
big and
something.
smalls.
And then I am going
Steals.
to cast a 4th level healing word to my sister, so you come up with 20, so that way you can get everybody else better.
Jesus Christ.
So you
Oh god.
It's so good.
I hope that kid likes Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
actually like that in combination with the Hoobasing. Hoobasing. His cause.
so you're up with 20.
Heard.
And that's it.
Okay. Ash, you are up.
All right, Ash is just gonna take and start firing arrows.
So anyways, I start blasting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the table's becoming too memey. That is-
12, that misses. God dang it.
Good for shorts.
26. I'm assuming the second attack hits.
26 hits.
I'm gonna assume that is.
8. 12 damage on that one. What?
Oh, that's just-
I'm laughing to myself.
He's laughing at your 12
Yes.
damage.
That got the
Can
same.
you stop rolling into that
Yeah.
crevasse?
I don't know how I keep doing it. 19. 19 so
It's really fancy.
8 damage for
Okay.
that third attack and the fourth attack. Come on.
Don't fail me.
That's 28, so that's gonna hit.
He goes,
That's
okay.
basic.
13 damage on that one.
Can't read his die. The worst die for reading from afar.
Yeah.
That makes it Ren's turn.
How's this die looking?
another 30.
And I snap my finger from the ground and I cast Banishment.
Okay.
He needs to make a. He's gonna pass it, but let's see. A charisma saving throw of I think 15,
This guy doesn't seem very charismatic. He doesn't have
No.
followers.
and he is gone. If the target is native to the plane you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane where the target is incapacitated. But if he is native, then the target returns to its home plane. He's gone for 1 minute.
Say it, Ren.
Bye.
Wait, could have done that from the start though.
I could have, but it's fun to fight.
Wasted 3 spell slots.
I'm gonna have 2 levels of exhaustion.
it's
For the
not-
1 minute that he's
you don't have a
gone,
level of exhaustion. It's just you miss your next turn.
No, in haste you get it. Yeah, it's.
Which is
While he's
that-
gone, what happens?
I mean, we all get a free, like, we're getting like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, as we're doing
Yeah.
these free actions, I'm gonna bring back Benrith. I'm just gonna healing word him.
Mistake.
What do you guys want? Because he will come back. If he's native to this plane, he comes back in 1 minute. So we have, we're on the clock.
Graddock's already down the road.
7 HP back.
7.
Yes.
Nice little bit.
You
So
don't have the automatic then?
no, I don't. I'm not cool like you.
I was gonna do it, but then you gave him 7. I could have
Okay,
given him like
so-
20.
Anything else?
Should we move? Should we
Yeah.
run?
I mean, this is up to you guys. Like, we could all ready in action and wait
Yeah,
for him
man,
to
we
come
just-
back,
we just-
or we can try to see
How's
how
he
far
looking?
away we can get.
We get ready to do bad things.
We have,
to Mama Jam.
45 seconds.
Already.
I think I
I'm
could.
ready my attacks.
To an 8.
Yeah, like these are the things we can do, and then when he comes back, we're all holding an action, and then it's just all of us until.
I'm going to second wind while we're.
I already did the wind thing.
That was poison spray.
So everyone,
Yeah, that was-
basically get where you want to be when he comes back. You want to stand back up?
Yeah, the two of you
No,
should-
I'll stay down.
Yeah.
But I'm also probably gonna put the lightning bolt away and.
Do you want to
summon
go
my-
anywhere, Ash? Or are you staying at your
I'm
table?
staying. I'm far enough away.
And then maybe take a step back.
Sit back on the rock.
Yeah,
Hiding behind you.
get my 10 feet of.
Everyone else good?
Everyone else, what do you? So we all have to hold something for when he comes back. So you have
Inflict
to.
wounds.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
Inflict
I
wounds,
mean-
inflict wounds.
Toss.
literally,
oh, no,
I'm holding rocks. So
Dissonant whispers.
Holding rock.
Whispers, arrow shot,
Yeah.
blade
attack,
strike,
Yeah.
melee, rock.
Do I get my double or do I
Okay.
just get one?
So
You're holding.
this creature reappears before you, very confused, obviously, and lets out another one of those screams. And as it does, you're each able to.
Yeah. So if you take the attack action, do you do like your multiple attacks?
You get one
No,
action.
you get a single. Yeah.
Get one.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 attacks,
you guys can
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
So yeah.
this is your action. You hold
Yeah.
one action
Okay. So yeah, we get 2 attacks. Awesome.
So why don't you guys do your inflict wounds?
You have
with advantage.
right? Because we're flanking.
Ooh, so that's a 24.
Okay. Hit.
Nice. 30 for yes.
19,
Okay.
and I'm casting it at 3rd level.
So am I. So that's 5d10.
Yeah.
So everyone gets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, shit. So 16, 12. So that's 37.
37.
Yeah. Like, take what you need.
9, 19, 20, 28, 34, 37.
So you bolted 37. So
Hell yeah.
72.
Wins.
74 between the two of you.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Nat 20.
Dish it out.
it's this table.
All right.
Thank you,
and
Charlie.
I've been
Yeah.
wrong. So it is
Chumley to the rescue.
8 plus that. Oh, and also because he's within range, the sneak attack damage also is
Yeah.
max.
Absolutely.
So that's
Does my spiritual weapon
Just roll it.
Okay.
Just roll it.
No, only you're holding it.
Okay.
that's terrible. 6, or 6, 11, 11 plus, so 32.
Oh, 32.
All right,
What
that
is
was my
100
that was my first attack.
130 so far?
Then my second attack That's just a normal.
37.
Yeah, that was a 26. That's
So
another
I'm saying it.
13 damage on top.
Can't assume. And you got
Very true.
bonus armor and
You know, that's true.
other planes.
The other plane.
It comes in
The other plane.
Just closet, just start putting armor on.
Do your
You make
whispers.
wisdom saving throw of 14. Okay, time.
You passed, so it's the half.
Okay.
If he has healed spells, he can heal.
Right, let me see if you take half. I don't think so. Yeah, it's still half. Five damage.
Okay.
Every bit, baby.
It's
Every
something.
bit
Henry?
helps.
It took 2 swings and they both fucking missed. So.
Well then. Fill ya.
Right before he came back, you started
So, as the ape, I'd like to see if I could jump on his back.
Okay.
Whoa!
Do you want me to like
Jackson skulls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
grabs right
acrobatic.
onto that horn in the back.
What do you want to do?
16, 18, 19,
Just gave
20.
her
This is
hit.
21.
Sure.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do my first attack because I have a rock.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
You're King
bash.
Kong in him.
I'm King Kong. I'm gonna bash
On
in
the
his
Empire
skull.
State Building is
Crack
I'm
him with a
bash,
coconut.
Mm-hmm.
bash in his skull.
Going bash.
I'll bash him 6, 19, 11.
so it's a miss, but you are riding him.
Giddy up. So
Wait, did you do your bardic inspiration?
me? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I had Bardic. That's a D.
D8.
D8, because you could hit possibly.
Now that's the one.
2.
The other
18.
What
She has
was your
16.
total?
Oh, I just rolled the same thing.
What was your total?
Huh?
What with the 2 with the extra 2? What was your total?
6, 7, 8, 19, it was 11.
No.
And then plus 2.
Oh,
Yes,
Plus 2, yeah. So I just did the second one, and it was 11 again.
Did I miss
If they use it,
both my attacks too?
Oh, okay, it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Well,
advantage. I rolled 4
for what it's worth, he's super dead.
Okay.
I had a magic that you all had ready actions, and the minute that he appeared back, they kind of like went off simultaneously. So I wanted to give you all a
Yeah.
chance. And just for note, the minute he came back, he got hit for 124 damage. I sidebarred that, so I could. But I was really, but I was really hoping you were all gonna successfully hit. We could have just like maxed, but it was still pretty cool.
Nope.
Phil
and I made sure.
He was she's riding a dead guy.
Yeah.
So
So
like thorn whipping.
That's how you high five when you can't
Yes.
hit an attack.
Upon death, the creature transforms into a dead stag, kind of floating there in the water. And glowing in its hoof, you can see the sliver of a single comet shard where it must have stepped onto it and mutated.
Oh my.
Clearly a testament to how much havoc even a tiny piece of shard can cause.
So you don't even have to eat it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I guess I'll like try and grab the deer. And,
Drag it out of the water.
yeah.
You don't have the kid.
Ethan, can you come
Yeah.
grab
I was just gonna
this?
slice off its hoof and then carry around the hoof.
And put it in a little necklace.
So Ethan takes the little knife that you gave him and he pops it out of the hoof and then picks up that sliver of the shard and just kind of like wraps it in a little pouch.
I just pictured like it shooting out, catching someone in the eye, being like, "Pew!" And I get a magic eye.
Also, they transform into a monster.
It's Kareem.
You can like see invisible creatures. It's
So
a big buff.
Ethan has the shard.
Well, and this is like compared to all the other shards you got, this is like nothing.
This is like a gem from a ring,
Yeah.
is what I'm imagining, like
Yeah.
tiny. Well, that was something.
Holy crap.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a deer. Let's just hope nothing else picked it up. That's
God.
more.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah, imagine if a
scary.
honey badger got
Roll for initiative.
Speaking of
As
which,
you do.
All right. So he's dead. Okay.
how
These are more common than we thought.
do we think the caravan made it over the water?
Now put that stick in the water and see if you can, do some things.
Right, crossing.
Maybe.
Maybe it's
Jump, right?
Over to caravan.
Hmm.
You don't
You
yet.
can all swim. It's not all.
Well, they have horses, so it's
Oh.
just like their horses
Horses can
swimming
go through the
across.
water. Yeah.
Horses,
horses.
Absolutely.
How
Horses
deep is
can
the
go.
water?
It's
It's
an
only
8
8
feet.
feet at the
8 feet here.
most. So horses
Yeah,
can go
horses
fine.
can swim though.
Yeah.
Ford a river.
So we're gonna cross.
Onward.
Yeah.
Does anybody need heals? How are we feeling?
I'm good. I was
Good.
far away from there.
How are you feeling? That's
Yeah, like
impressive.
Ben, you were
Awful.
You want to heal? I can give you a heal.
That'd be great. Yes, I'll take some pocket
A
chips.
nice piece of brie and some solid heals.
I put some of the extra stuff that Tibbet gave me in my satchel.
So I'm assuming you cross the creek and continue on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And after a time, you finally come to the end of the Green Divide, stepping out into the landscape beyond, and you find yourselves in grassy fields with a clear, starry sky above. That night, as you're making camp, you all notice that the moons of Selstru and Cernist are shining brightly above. However, they look strange to you. They look to be misshapen.
They have teeth.
They do not have teeth that you can discern. Good
Good
thought,
question,
though. I
good
like
question.
where your head's at. But they seem to be misshapen.
Something's going on with the moons.
So, I can't tiny hut tonight.
It's fine. I mean,
Well, I'll forage.
We'll be kicking it old school.
Yeah.
Yep.
I spent many nights in the woods with my cousins, so I mean, I can put a little shelter together for myself.
With mutated
Yes.
animals.
Yes.
I can climb up a
Do,
tree.
do you want some guidance, Ash?
No, that should be good.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm totally good. 19.
Labor and be like 1.
No, it should be good. No.
19. I'll
6.
gather up some stuff for a fire and everything
Yep.
for some little makeshift shelter.
Yep. You find 2 poisonous snakes.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
as I say, I can always cast spike growth around us, so if anything comes in, it'll get some damage and protect us.
Yeah, I think we
I
can.
we
tossed
can
a
do a
tournament.
shift.
can
We
Forget
could
you go
make
to the
shifts.
bathroom.
take turns.
Yeah, take
Keeping
turns
watch.
keeping watch.
Mhm.
That night, as you all sleep, with the exception of the person who is, I'll just let you
Okay.
elect who wants to
I
be
was
on
like,
watch at
I
this
can
moment.
I can go first since I didn't.
Who wants to
take
be on
any
watch
damage.
this moment?
Maybe not the that one queen.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
I'll
Okay.
stay. I'll
She
stay
elected.
up.
She
Super
elected.
perceptive.
Let
We
her,
can
let her
do
step.
teams of 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Willow, I'll stay up with you
Okay.
tonight.
So that night, you find yourselves dreaming of a silver city built along a great waterfall, gleaming in the moonlight.
We all have this dream, or
You do. You don't know at the moment that you're all having the dream, but you do all have this dream.
I think only I have it.
That night, as your bodies rest under the vast sky, your minds find themselves somewhere else. You're walking in streets of stone and silver, winding around a towering waterfall. The air is filled with the starlight above, and ahead of you in the distance, you see a child running barefoot.
Ethan.
Every kid is Ethan.
His laughter is echoing through the city as he steps in mirrored puddles of water filled with the mist of the waterfall. And you recognize the child.
No.
The child is Nahet, but not quite the same. Something seems off. And then the child's image grows concerned, and that you see shadows chasing behind him. At the center of the city, you see a dark well. And the well begins to overflow. It begins to fountain, but not with water, with a radiant red light. And the light is pulsing from inside. The child, running from the shadow, stumbles near the edge of the well. You cry out to the child in warning. And one by one, the shadows are sucked into the light. The child turns to look at you. And then he's gone. And you awaken.
At least it wasn't their mother. One nice night's rest without that.
So Willow and Philomena stayed up on
Did
watch.
Yeah, did you stay up the whole night?
No, because
No.
we would have
No.
shifted.
Okay, well then
everybody's-
you
Okay.
find yourselves with similar visions when you go to sleep.
Okay.
Did
Does-
anyone else have any kind of dreams last night? I know we've been going through a lot and we were all real tired, but I don't know if it was maybe some bad cheese. Like I saw some wild things.
I was going to say, when my mom enters your dreams, is she always in it, or does she sometimes just send you a message?
It's not really decipherable. It's more just a voice that can't really tell, and for some reason, it just gave me the feeling it was connected to your family. And
I was just curious, because of what I saw. Did you see Nahet?
I saw in a hut and there was a well, really dark well. There were some shadowy figures. Did everyone else did everyone
I
else
had
see
a
all the same
similar
thing?
dream,
Yeah.
yeah. Does
Well, the re-
anybody recognize?
Well, I'm like, the
Place.
red well has to have done something to do with the comet.
would any of us recognize the city?
I mean,
Willow and Ren would
I
definitely
was like,
recognize the city
Silver
to be
City.
Moonstone Falls.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's our home.
And I will say as well that that particular vision and dream can be intertwined with any memories that either of you have of the city itself. And if you would like to share any additional thoughts about something you remembered about the city from when you were a child in your younger years that you may have seen in that dream, feel free to do so. No pressure.
Can I ask a question before
Yes.
I jump into that? Would Ethan had the same dream,
Yes.
or would he have had it from a different perspective?
No, he had the same. It's a good question. He had the same dream.
Okay.
He saw the vision of Nahet and not of
Not
himself.
He wasn't first.
Yes,
person.
correct.
Okay.
did you all do you all recognize anything in that dream?
Yeah,
It doesn't. What
it,
was
it that's where we live.
That's where you live in that.
Remember when we
Silver
talked
City?
about cliff jumping? Those were the falls.
Ethan says that's where we're headed.
Was it familiar and same as it was when you were there before with the well? Did
Yeah.
the well look like
Yeah.
that?
Was the well read?
What? No,
No.
not in life. I'm like,
Either-
yeah, I definitely seen that well. It was right next to Madame Lizette's bakery, and so it all looked very, very familiar to me. It's just part of in the center of town.
And the shadowy figures?
That
Is that
I don't
normal of town?
know. It honestly to me it looked like there was a comet in the well, which doesn't make sense to me because I've never seen that before. But
Maybe
Right,
Shard
is it-
fell in well.
that could be.
It was that red light that was just pulsing from the well. Is that what everyone else saw?
Rave down in well.
I mean, so like when we would do like carnival, there would be like fireworks, but nothing like
Right.
this. Because we would do like carnival like twice a year, right?
Yeah.
And
Had to change the season.
how far away from that Silver City are we?
We're still like a couple days, right?
You're
We've
probably
traveled
Over a
6.
week.
No, I mean, yeah, you got a little ways to go still. A couple days.
Yeah,
I was saying, I was thinking we're like a weekend. We have like another
Yeah.
week to go.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say because I didn't recognize any of this myself, but
Didn't you say you saw oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. The
The head?
fox.
Cass?
okay.
Caskin something? I wonder, do you think Cass could know something if it was something with Nahet? Because there wasn't something going on with Cass too?
Just the summit that he traveled to.
The Star Crown.
Yeah. But
I wonder if it's connected to that.
we'd have to seek him out. We're already headed in that direction. Might be something that takes us away from the current task at hand.
We could always just send Cask a message
Okay.
and see. I could definitely ask him like if he say we all had the same dream about Nahet, he'll definitely know that's weird. And say like Graddick mentioned something about a star crown and what's going on, I can do that. So I'm going to I assume we rested, right? So I have spell slots again.
Well, Greta, you didn't see anything similar to this in like all your wild dreams that you had, right? This doesn't seem familiar to you at all?
That red light from the well seems vaguely
Red light.
similar to how the skies looked. That's really the only connection I could put between the two.
Maybe dream figurative, saying that evil is, deep seated undertown. I don't know. Seems very weird.
I mean, growing up, it was such a wonderful place to grow up in, but it could absolutely be possible that there are underlying things that we wouldn't have known in our younger years.
If something's going on there currently, and your mother's been acting the way she has, something might be connected to.
Within the last 6 years,
Well,
probably.
I mean, yeah, there's that whole pendant necklace.
Yeah.
Who knows how if the size of the shard affects how much of a
Radius.
yeah.
So I am going to send a message to Cask,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, "Hey, Cask, we all have."
Not it's me. Well,
Well, no, I'm serious.
She's maturing. She's developing.
What the hell is
If only I knew this person's name.
You're fine.
No, I don't want to buy
We all
insurance.
a dream about Nahet at Moonstone Falls. Graddick mentioned a star crown. How many do I have
8
left?
left.
Skies burning, city well burning.
Red light.
what is your favorite color? I like blue.
The star crown. There was red in the well. Help.
does the creature have to be on the same plane of existence?
No,
Okay.
but it can be. If it's on a different plane, there's a 5% chance it doesn't make it to them.
Roll that D100.
Roll that percentile, yeah?
Incoming what?
Switching it up. 70.
70, you're good. So, as you're reaching out telepathically to Cask, you have a vision come to you. You see a radiant-looking fox, its fur shimmering, laced with silver,
It's a superhero now.
standing
Super Fox.
It's a 9-tailed.
poised at the snow-tipped summit
Jesus Christ.
of of Star Crown. The world stretched out before it. The air around crackles with a divine energy, and a very gentle wind is carrying a whisper in the air. And as the sun breaks over the horizon, the fox lifts its head skyward and turns towards you in a direction, and you can see its eyes glowing with the celestial fire. And with a graceful, elegant leap, it leaps forward into the air. Its body dissolving into stars. And that's what we're going to call today's session.
Wait, you can't do that.
I can.
It's at my table.
Thank you so much for watching. As always, please take the time to like and subscribe. It really helps everything we do here on the channel. We always appreciate you and your viewership. It means a lot to us. And we will catch you in the next episode.
Stay fresh, cheese bag.
Bye.
Adios.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.